That's them gladiators. 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 When we hit the field, yeah, we flex our skills. When you see that red and gold, or you know it's them. That's them gladiators. That's them gladiators. That's them gladiators. That's them gladiators. 7 o'clock Friday night, they gon' kick it off. They gon' catch the ball and he taking off. Cam gon' throw it, Dada gon' catch it, Matt gon' kick it, but we just go self. Blood and sweat, we leave it on the field. Finish every play strong, but you know the drill. And on defense, we gon' lock it down. We got Chico, we got Paul. Bam in the quarterback, not the thing loose said, scoop it up, we got the ball. On the goal line, we stand tall. All opposition gon' fall. There's no competition, this competition, cause the gladiators overall. See the red and gold, I bleed that. Austin Johnson, he receives that. Pass and run fast. Stiff on your face mask. Touchdown, we scoring. Crowd yelling, they roaring. Gladiators, 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 gladiators. When we hit the field, yeah, we flex our skills. When you see that red and gold, or you know it's them. That's them gladiators. That's them gladiators. That's them gladiators. That's them gladiators. When we hit the field, yeah, we flex our skills. When you see that red and gold, or you know it's them. That's them gladiators. 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 That's them gladiators.
Welcome to Clarke Central High School, Billy Henderson Stadium, production of GITV, bringing you tonight's ball game between the Heritage Patriots and the Clarke Central High School Gladiators. GITV is proud to bring you Gladiator Football 2013. And also welcome tonight Homecoming here at Clarke Central High School 2013. And Buster, big ball game here tonight with the Patriots of Conyers,
who has had our number, by the way, the last 2 years running. They beat us 2 years ago by a touchdown, and we missed a Cameron Johnson to who was the young senior? Chris, his father's Melvin. Robinson. Yeah. Missed a Hail Mary in the end zone to Andre Robinson. And then last year's game, double overtime, Heritage kicked the field goal to win it, and you know, I just see more of the same tonight. These two teams have been evenly matched, Chuck, since the 2006 Coach Riles first region victory that went to 5 overtimes, remember, when we won 26-23.
Sure do, yeah. That was another great ball game in this rivalry. And it is a little bit of a rivalry. Heritage and Clarke Central and Flowery Branch and Gainesville coming in and year out, top 4 teams in the region. Appalachia also coming in year out, but these 4 teams have represented the region the last 2 or 3 years, and of course both teams coming in. Heritage coming in at 4-2 tonight. Their 2 losses against Gainesville and against Rockdale County, crosstown rival, and of course the Gladiators coming in at 4-1, and their loss to Marist, first game of the year.
We'd like to welcome everybody in the Rockdale community that follows Heritage religiously through the Rockdale Career Academy channel. We're simulcasting with those guys again tonight, and it's been a pleasure working with them the last couple of weeks. They was very kind to us when we came up to Salem, and we're returning the favor here at Billy Henderson Stadium. Again, like Chuck said before, this is Homecoming 2013. We're hoping to bring you a lot of interviews on people that usually show up for these things that Holly will be able to catch on the sidelines, some former players and alumni. That's seems like Homecoming always brings the best out of those folks when they come around. If they don't come around but once a year, it's usually Homecoming.
And what a beautiful day it was here in Athens, about 81 degrees, and kickoff going to be around 76, Buster, and it's just a gorgeous night for high school football.
Well, and I'm going to tell you, I don't know if you can see it real good on the screen, but looking there at the big C at the center field, if you see the green's a little shade of different between the numbers, that's that new sod that the athletic department planted over the spring and summer months, and I'm telling you, Chuck, it has taken hold. It's like a carpet down there tonight.
Anything would have been better. Last year at this time it was dirt. So.
Well, I think we had shades of Neyland Stadium's turf there last year where it was just basically painted sand. Yeah. And maybe that'll account for less injuries this year. But the field looks excellent. The night's great. The sun just went down. The air's starting to get a little cool. It feels like football, as it should this time of year. This is that 3-run stretch, Chuck, where it's basically murder's row. We've got Heritage this week. We've got the number 1, in a lot of people's minds, the number 1 ranked Gainesville Red Elephants defending 5A state champs coming in next week. And then the week after that, we go to Hall County to play Flowery Branch.
Yeah, it's this is the meat of the schedule, no doubt about it. And these are the games that we've got to be able to control our own destiny. Still undefeated in the region, and Buster, as we're talking about the region, let's talk about it. Number 9 in 5A region standings is Cedar Shoals at 0-4. Number 7 at a tie with Appalachia and Winder Barrow, both in at 0-3, and Winder Barrow lost to Heritage last week 23-13, and Flowery Branch beat Appalachia. So coming in at the 6th spot is Salem at 1-3, and that's who we knocked off, of course, last week 33-15. And Loganville coming in at the 5th spot at 1-2, and they didn't play; they were open last week. So once again, we talk about the top 4 at 3-1, Heritage, and of course, once again, they beat Winder Barrow last week, and then Clarke Central at 3-0. We beat Salem, and then tied for first Gainesville and Flowery Branch, both coming in 4-0. Gainesville knocked off Cedar Shoals last week 51-6, and Flowery Branch beat up on Appalachia 42-20. So that's your region standings. Once again, 1 through 9, Gainesville, Flowery Branch, Clarke Central, Heritage, Loganville, Salem, Winderbarrow, Appalachia, and Cedar Shoals.
And what a lot of people might not understand about high school playoffs and the way they're set up, the top 4 teams qualify to go to the state playoffs. This year, we have drawn Region 6, which is Tucker, Stevenson, Mays, and M.L. King. A very stout region, to say the least.
No doubt about it.
And it doesn't take a mathematical genius to figure the number 1 and 2 seeds play at home, number 3 and 4 seeds go on the road. So right now with Clarke Central and Heritage jockeying for that 3 and 4 position tonight, you know, the loser of this game could quite possibly, if everything goes according to plan, be facing a number 1 seed Tucker or Stevenson on the road, and that would be a very tall mountain to climb.
Yeah, like you said, 3 and 4 are going to go on the road, so the Gladiators have to win tonight, and then still have to play Gainesville and Flowery Branch
to try to get a 2 or 1 seed.
That's exactly right. So it's still a lot of football to be played here in Region 8, 5A. And I think the Gladiators are up to the task. I think the Gladiators are ready to go tonight, and we'll see. This is a big physical team that Heritage brings to town, and as we talked about earlier, year in, year out, always a tough ball game. Of course, we'd like to thank and big shout out to Mount Pleasant Baptist Church tonight. They provided tonight's pregame meal for the Gladiators here on homecoming, and big appreciation out there to Reverend Mosley and all his people out at Mount Pleasant Baptist Church.
And I'll tell you what, that's one of the things this community does for Clarke Central High School. They pitch in just in all a variety of different ways, and those pregame meals are worth their price in gold when you're feeding 70 hungry guys that are nervous and ready to get after it on a Friday night. Real quickly, I'll let you do the corporate sponsors.
Yeah, we can't forget to thank our corporate sponsors that bring these games to you right here on GITV week in and week out, and that's Athens Ford, Restore, the Habitat Thrift Store, Athens Regional Health Services, BB&T, Jason's Deli, Georgia United Credit Union, St. Mary's Healthcare Systems, Papa John's Pizza, The Bus, Athens Transit, The Varsity, Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, and Athens Chevrolet Fine New Roads.
Well, the corporate sponsors are there, the other people that give in so many different ways is there, and these are the things it takes to make a successful high school program in this day and age we live in 2013. Clarke Central competing in 5A, and believe you me, when we go to some of these other facilities and other places that we play around the region, it would blow your mind how some of these other high schools are set up with their field houses and their turf fields and everything else. So it takes everybody, and it takes everybody pitching in and doing their part. Heritage is starting to make their way over to the field with 4:52 to go before the actual kickoff begins. They're sliding in over to the north end zone entrance over there by the sponsor signs. They're in white tops, blue pants, and blue helmets. And Chuck, what kind of flavor would you give them? It's not really a Kentucky, but it's I don't know, red, white, and blue.
It's really, that reminds me more of anybody in maybe Yukon.
Yeah, there you go. Can't quite put my finger on somebody they look like. They look like Heritage, I guess.
Yeah, there you go. Or Memphis, maybe. I don't know. SMU, who knows?
There you go. Yeah.
Of course, the Gladiators tonight coming out in the all-red. Red pants, red jerseys, and, of course, the world-renowned yellow helmets with the red C's.
And believe you me, you can go to Google and type in Clarke Central and go to images, and the first thing you're going to see is that red oval with that white C. It's become famous throughout the land, and it's even more famous now on the World Wide Web.
Waiting on the teams to come out. Of course, we want to remind everybody next week also is next Friday is Fine Arts Department's week, next Friday night. Of course, the visual department, chorus departments, orchestra, drama, and band are all going to be having a big night, and come on out and enjoy some of the things from the Fine Arts Department.
We're starting to get some captains coming onto the field for Clarke Central. It looks like it's going to be number 3, Cameron Johnson, number 10, Austin Johnson, And it looks like maybe, is that Draco Browner trailing the way there, number 7. And I'm looking at the rear, might be number 69, our center, Deshaun White. And Chuck, can you see the Heritage captains? I'll let you call
I
in.
sure can. Number 28, that is C.J. Stone. Number 58, Kabiru Blythe. Number 77, that's a big old critter. That's Jalen Davis. And number 29 is Daniel Foster.
So we're going to go down to the Big C with Holly Ward and catch the coin toss. Holly?
We're here at the C preparing for the referees to get us going this evening here at Clarke Central High School.
Congratulations for being chosen captains of your football team. With that comes a lot of responsibility. First of all, we want to have a good, safe, clean football game, and we want to have fun, but we want to keep it clean and safe. And with your, we can do that, okay? All right, Red, you're home, and White, you're visiting. White, since you're visiting, I'm going to let you call the coin toss. But let me show you the coin first. Red is head, sir, and the blue is tail, all right? Red is head, blue is tail, sir. I want you to let me know if you want heads or tails, but say it loud enough so Mr. Barnes can hear you. What do you want, heads or tails? Tails. Tails is the call. Okay, it is tails. You have won the toss. You want. All right, blue won the toss. Blue won. Blue will the first. Okay, Red want the ball. Okay, which way you want to shoot? All right, White with your backs over there. Red with me.
As you've heard, Heritage has won the toss again. I think for the Gladiators, that is consistent with how things have been going for us. And hopefully, Buster, that will be some good luck for us as the Gladiators shake hands here on the C and prepare to get this game going.
Well, Holly, we kind of lost you in the shadow of number 77 there. You might better go get a jacket. He put some shade on you, didn't he?
Woo, he did. He
Big
absolutely
boy.
did.
Well, the Gladiators are coming down through the traditional pines right here on campus at Billy Henderson Stadium, led by first-year head coach, Coach Aaron Self.
And I can just say the electricity has picked up a notch in the last few minutes, Chuck. These two teams respect each other big time, but they also know that they know what's on the line tonight. I'm sure they've been reading about it, talking about it. Coaches have been preaching about it. This is a very big region showdown.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Let's bring on the Gladiators as the Gladiators enter the field to play. Once again, led by first-year head coach, Coach Aaron Self. And the Gladiators, of course, in all red tonight, wearing the yellow helmets.
And now Heritage makes their way as they all run immediately out straight line to the 50-yard line. And I think when I counted in the warm-ups, Chuck, they're dressed out some 80-plus players. And it sounds like they got a Notre Dame type fight song. Or is that Michigan?
That is Michigan.
Michigan fight song.
Hey, quickly, the 2013 GITV Class 5A Top 20 coming in at number 20, Flowery Branch at 4-2. Number 19, Richmond Hill. 18, Mays. Number 17, Lee County. Number 16, Alatoona. Number 15, East Paulding. Number 14, Ware County. 13, South Paulding. 12, ML King. Number 11, North Paulding. Number 10, Whitewater. Number 9, Clarke Central. 8, Thomas County Central. 7, Creekside. 6, Kell. Number 5, Gainesville. Number 4, Warner Robins. Number 3, Northside. And Stevenson at 2. And Tucker at number 1 in the state.
Which something's got to give tonight, Chuck. Tucker and Stevenson playing each other this evening. Number 1 and number 2.
Hey, back deep for the Gladiators right now are Jamonte Smith. And number 23 for the Gladiators is Desmond Sorrells.
And it looks like for Heritage, number 47 is going to be the guy teeing it up, and he is Austin Culp, a senior place kicker from Conyers, Georgia, as we get ready to swap some paint and get down to some live action here between the pines at Billy Henderson Stadium, Athens, Georgia. Region Showdown, 5A style. Clarke Central Heritage. Game has been decided by 10 points or less in the last 7 meetings played. Heritage will stick a hand up, the referee blows a whistle, and we're down to kicking it off high. End over end kick's going to be taken around the 5-yard line to the 10.
He's got a hold.
He's got a save. He's got to go. He's got the kicker to beat. He puts on a move. Jamonte.
He's got him beat.
Smith is gone. 95-yard touchdown run.
No flag.
Touchdown Gladiators.
How about that?
And that's how you open up a region showdown game, Chuck.
There you go, Buster. Boy, Jamonte has been, he had to sit out, 4 weeks, and got to play a little bit last week, but boy, he has made his name known tonight.
That's the first special teams touchdown of the year for Clarke Central. That couldn't come at a better time. We have barely ran 14 seconds off the clock, and we lead 6-0.
Matthew Ward on for the extra point. Boy, you could see that hole open up big, Buster.
Yeah, he ran it straight down the middle. And the kicker just had no way. He didn't know which way to go. Matthew Ward, and the extra point is blocked.
Yes,
Heritage got a big hand up and blocked it, and that may be big down the road. Let's see.
Yeah, you hate to break one like that first thing of the game and then give up the extra point there. That loses just a little bit of momentum.
Holly, tell us about that blur that was wearing number 2 that ran by you.
Ooh, Jamonte Smith was flying. He found a big hole right there in the center of the field, and all he could see was the goal line, except for that one little kicker that was trying to put a move on him, and there was no way he was going to do that.
So good to see Jamonte healthy again, and Clarke Central gets a big lift from their special teams. We lead 6-0 early, and Chuck, it's almost like the strategy backfires on Heritage. You know, kick it off to us and defer, and now they find themselves in a hole by a touchdown, and the game's barely started.
No doubt about it, and you know, I can't believe they didn't do what they wanted to do. They kicked it right down the middle. Good high kick. Just great blocking on that play by the Gladiator return team.
So Matthew Ward's got it teed up, and we get ready to kick it off to the Patriots for the first time this evening, and let's see if we can get some.
Back deep is number 1. That's O.B. Fortune. And looks like number 29 maybe. That's Daniel Foster.
And that's going to be in the end zone, and they're going to let him run it out. He was a yard deep in the end zone. He got to bring it out, and he's to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, and we stack him up around the 29 and drag him backwards. Looks like Paul Eckhart on the tackle for the Gladiators. So first time I've seen that this year, Chuck. Yeah, I guess he had 1 foot in, 1 foot out maybe, and they let him return it.
I think what they said was he caught it inbounds and stepped back into the end zone.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 Heritage on the 30-yard line. Their first offensive possession of the evening. And this is something they have struggled with all season. They are only averaging 14 points a game through 6 games played so far this year. And the quarterback does a little hitch play to the left side to number 6 for Heritage. That's Trey McMoncrief, and he's dragged down for about a 3-yard gain.
Met over there first by number 20 for the Gladiators, of course, Kayvon Williams.
So it'll be 2nd down. Well, they're actually only going to give him a yard. 2nd down and 9. Good defense by the Gladiators.
Oh,
well, now they move it.
No,
okay.
They're giving it.
More like 2nd and 7 now. Ball's just shy of the 34. Heritage comes up to the line in an old-fashioned eye. They give to the tailback, who finds a little bit of a hole off right guard. He's tackled by number 51.
Ellison and number 20, Kayvon Williams again.
So Heritage finds themselves 3rd and a very long 3 here on their opening drive. Ball is just past the 36. They need to get past the 40 to pick up a first. Quarterback tonight for Heritage is a freshman, number 12, Malik Howard.
He's throwing.
And he just overthrew a man to the right side, and the Clarke may get a quick 3 and out here. Let's see.
Yeah, intended for number 83 for them. That is Cameron Lucas. And, of course, number 6 on the coverage there for the Gladiators. And that's Zay Brown.
And I'm going to tell you what, Chuck. Now, me and you's been calling games for 3 years now. And just right off the opening bat here, the way Heritage slowly got off the field and the way Clarke Central sprinted, Clarke Central's got a bounce in their step tonight. Well, I do know Heritage was out of school this week.
We got to play with a bounce in our step every game, and for here on out. Drico Browner back for the Gladiators. I mean, as we were talking about earlier, it's a tough road to hoe here the next few weeks. Oh, he shanked it.
He did. He kicked that out around the 45.
Yeah, we're going to have the ball in their territory.
Heritage territory. They're going to mark the ball on the 48. So on the Heritage 48, Clarke Central will get it first.
It's going to be at the 40-yard line, Buster. At
wow.
the 40.
Wow. So basically a 3-yard punt.
Yeah, that's it.
He shanked it. So Clarke Central seriously in business. They have a chance to put some points on a team that's only averaging 2 scores a game very quickly here in the first quarter. 10-17 to go.
Marist up early, 35-6 over Lithonia.
We have a man in motion. That's Sorrells. We throw it to him behind the line, and he's going to try to make a man miss, and does, and he gets down to the 40, no gain.
Gets back to the line of scrimmage, yeah. He's brought down by number 17 for them. That is Adalik.
So it's going to be 2nd and 10 Gladiators after no gain on the pass play to Sorrells.
I might have butchered that name. 17.
They've got quite a few names that we might do a couple of double takes on tonight, Chuck, looking at their roster. Cameron's going to go shotgun with 3 receivers to the far side. And he's going to do a little option play, and he keeps it, and he gains 6-7 yards, gets inside the Heritage 35 to the 33.
Brought down by number 25 for Heritage. That's Chris Thomas.
9:29 to go in the first quarter. If you just joined us, Jamonte Smith ran back a kickoff, opening kickoff for 95 yards and a touchdown. We lead 6-0. Extra point was blocked. We are now 3rd and 4 on the Heritage 34. Cameron shotgun, 2 receivers near side. He looks for a quick route, a quick hitter over there to the right side. We complete the pass, but not enough for the first, and now you have a decision to make, Chuck.
Jamonte did not run the route deep enough. Brought down by number 13, Brandon Edwards. So I think the decision's easy for Coach Self. You're going to go for it right here.
Well, they bring in Big Baylor Ward, and usually when he's in the game, he's either going to block for Jaqua or they're going to give it to him with both hands wrapped around that ball up the middle. Let's see what they call here.
Jaqua has not touched it yet tonight.
I formation for the Gladiators. 4th and 1, a long one. And they're going to do an option. They pitch it, and he's got some room, and he gets around to the 30, to the 25, call it the 26 before he's knocked out of bounds. Jaqua Daniels, nice run.
By number 26, Quentin Dixon on the tackle. So big first down for the Gladiators.
So Jaqua picks up a quick 5 and gives the Gladiators another set of downs here. Early in the first quarter, 8:27 to go. Clarke Central picks the knock on the door. We're on the Heritage 25.
Northside 7, Grovetown 0, and Sequoia 8, North Springs 0.
Cameron pitches to Jaqua, and he cuts it back up the middle. Look at Jaqua. Jaqua to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and he gets knocked down and upended around the 4.
He is just tripped up, Buster, by number 23. That is Romelio Armstrong.
I tell you what, Chuck, I don't know if there's anybody in the game that I've seen this year in high school football that is so adept at starting outside and cutting back inside as good as Jaqua Daniels.
Well, the young man is exciting. There's no doubt about it.
Gladiators 1st and goal. They're on the 5. We put Baylor Ward in motion, and we pitch it to Jaqua, who's looking for a block, and he drives his way down to the 2. Good run.
Good job by their defensive end to string it out. Jaqua noticed it, cut it up, and boy, got a big 3 yards right there.
7:50 to go. First quarter action. 6-0 our score. Clarke looking for 6 more. But this is where Heritage defense is so tough. They're so big. They pack that line. It's hard to push it in on these guys. Cameron does a little play action. He wants to roll left. He's got a man in his space, and he throws it incomplete, out of bounds.
Yeah, the pressure being brought by number 55 for them. That's Donovan Norfleet.
And I tell you what a win here for Heritage if they turn the Gladiators away here on 3rd down.
He had Campbell open in the end zone, but Campbell was, he may have lost where he was because he was stepped out of bounds.
So it's going to be 3rd and 2. Gladiators. We've got Jaqua, the lone setback. We pitch it to Jaqua. He's looking for some blocks. He's got a little room. He gets around the end. Touchdown. Jaqua Daniels.
Was not touched, Buster. That's what you like to see. The big man is really reading the defense and seeing the holes. he didn't push that one upside. He took outside or up inside. He took what was there and big touchdown right there. The Gladiators needed to convert on that. You get the ball at your own 40. You got to make it. Matthew Ward on for the kick. Got to get this one up quick.
Yeah, Heritage has got some big guys with some long arms in that middle there. Matthew Ward for his second PAT of the night. Kicks it up this time. He gets it through there and good. And with 7:22 left to go first quarter, Clarke Central leads Heritage 13-0. Holly, what do you got on that drive?
Oh, that was pretty, Buster. I tell you one thing, I know Jaquan is making it look easy, but I've got to give some credit to this offensive line. They are creating some awfully big holes for him to run through.
Well, and that was one of the big questions we had all week. Could Clarke Central's line, the very young offensive line, maintain these big defensive linemen for Heritage? And so far, it seems like mission accomplished. Of course, we have benefited from the turnover or the bad punt in the short field position, but that's what good teams do. They take advantage of those opportunities.
No doubt about it, but like Collie said, you got to give a lot of credit to that offensive line. And I tell you what, Coach Peel has done a great job with this offensive line. They're young. We got some seniors that are back, Hess and the center, of course, but these kids are young, so he's done a great job. Baylor Ward on for the kick.
We kick it deep to the one, and this time he bobbles it, and there's no whistle.
It's live. Oh, now
they blowed it dead.
I'm sorry, that was Matthew Ward on the kick. I'm sorry.
So that looked like that was a touchy call there. It seemed like he touched it inside the 5, but.
And the white hat, he was waving his arm to continue the clock, to start the clock, but then he dropped it into the end zone. Of course, it's a dead ball at that point in time.
So Heritage will get it for the second time this evening, trailing 13-0.
We need to stop them again here, 3 and out, Buster.
Clarke Central's defense can really apply some pressure here to an offense that's been anemic at best this year. Heritage, old-fashioned I formation again. They give to the tailback right up the middle who's got a big hole, and he drags 3 or 4 red jerseys to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, Paul Eckhart and number 6, that's Zay Brown on the tackle, but he gains a good 7 or 8 right there.
That's number 28, C.J. Stone, a junior.
That was one of their captains.
I'm amazed that Heritage is starting the freshman quarterback. So that tells you how depleted the offensive side of the ball may be. And they give to the fullback this time, trying to pick up that 2 yards, and he got close, but then some red jerseys pushed him back. Kayvon Williams leading the charge.
Yeah, and Zay Brown again in there, the freshman. Paul Eckhart also. So good job by that defensive line taking. Oh, they're giving him the first down.
They said he got it by the length of a football. 1st and 10 Heritage. And that'll move the chains.
Some more first quarter scores. Paulding County 7, Woodland Cartersville 0. Mundy's Mill 7, Drew 0, Northside still over Grovetown 7-0. And Sequoia 8-0 over North Springs. And of course your score here is 13-0 Clarke Central over Heritage.
I formation again. They give to the tailback, and that's Stone, and we hit him immediately at the line, but he still falls for about 2 yards.
Alan Miller, number 97, on the tackle.
So it's going to be 2nd and about 7, I'll call it. 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, he picked up more on that than I thought he would.
So, Heritage comes to the line again. They put 2 wideouts on each side of the field. First time they've been in the shotgun tonight. Quarterback does a keeper.
Yeah, number 12 on the carry. He's brought down by number 97, Alan Miller, on the tackle. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down, 3rd and 5.
5 minutes and 9 seconds to go, first quarter action. Clarke Central does lead Heritage 13-0. We had the score bug incorrect there for a little bit, but we've got it corrected now.
Of course, this best first quarter start that the Gladiators have had, really.
Shotgun, and they overthrow a man over in the left flat, and that's going to bring up another 4th down. Man, that Cedric Armstrong was bringing some heat on the quarterback.
Zay Brown on the car. Excuse me, 17 over there. That's no, that's not 17. I'm sorry. That's 21.
21 is
Rayshawn McCall. Yeah,
Rayshawn McCall.
Another sophomore.
Draco Browner deep for the Gladiators as Heritage is in a 4th down situation. Let's see what kind of punt they get off here. They shanked the first one. Got a total net of 5 yards.
And you know that's playing on his mind right now.
We bring a guy from the outside. He gets a better kick this time, and Draco wants to field it on the hop, and he catches it with 2 hands, and he gets away from one guy, but the second guy hits him around the 34. So Glads will be in business on the 34, 1st and 10. Holly, what you got going on?
I have a special photographer here on the sidelines, Chad Rim. Chad, you're here for the high school doing pictures, and are you with the Odyssey?
Yes, I'm with the Odyssey News Magazine.
All right, tell us just a little bit briefly about the Odyssey and why you're here.
The Odyssey is the student-run publication we have at Clarke Central High School.
I think I've got him speechless. He's a cameraman, not someone who's ready to talk.
Spoken like a true cameraman. Cameron's in 1st and 10. Shotgun. And we give to Vereen.
Big carry right there.
He picked up 6-7 yards off right tackle. Good to see him back in the games, Chuck, after sitting out 3 or 4 games.
No doubt about it. Need that little thunder and lightning kind of punch that we're getting out of that. Really appreciate him being hurrying back from, that was a tough ankle injury.
Again, Cameron goes shotgun. We give to Vereen again, and I'm telling you, Vereen's running hard.
And they were blitzing that time, Buster, and if he would have broke it right there past that linebacker, number 33, who makes the tackle, that's Emmanuel Holmes, he was gone.
Yeah, the only guy that was in between him and the goal line was the blitzing linebacker, as Chuck said, and the difference in the styles between Jaquan and DeAnthony's not much. But I tell you what, DeAnthony, he brings it now. He packs a punch.
Picks up the first down on that play, Buster.
Good hard running by Vereen. 3:53 to go, first quarter action, 13-0. Clarke Central with the early 2-score lead, looking for more. We've got a 1st and 10 on our own 44-yard line. Cameron's looking. He had Jamonte with a hand up momentarily around the 45, but incomplete. He overthrew him.
Daniel Foster on the blitz right there coming off. He was untouched, so Cameron had to rush that pass a little bit. Cameron's asking for the plays to get in a little quicker. He's ready to go. He's liking this up-tempo, and he's thinking he's got him on the heels. And I agree. I think we need to push the up-tempo.
So we go shotgun again, 2nd and 10. We've got receivers all over the field this time. We put Sorrells in motion, and we do that little end-around play with him where he tries to bust it up in the middle. And he's got a big game, but watch the flag. There's a flag in the backfield.
Flag down at the line of scrimmage. So that's coming from the white hat. That's going to be holding.
So they're going to get Clarke for a holding in the backfield, and that's going to push us back to probably a 2nd and 20. Holly, did you see anything on the sidelines down there on that play?
No, it was hard to tell from where I am. I'm here in the stands right now. I've got some folks dressed in togas. I'm not sure if the camera can get them.
Yeah, we can't get them right yet, Holly. Hold your spot. We'll get back down to
them in just a second. Back.
Yeah, maybe between the quarters be a little better time. There's the march off. Going to be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
So after the holding call, Clarke Central gets backed up. It's going to be 2nd and 20.
Got Gainesville 7, Salem 0. That's, of course, first quarter score, Buster.
So the Deshaun Watson Express, they'll be making an appearance here at Athens next Friday night.
Another flag.
Might have a delay of game. Let's see.
I think that's encroachment on the defense. We may get 5 back.
So a couple of penalties taken over here in the first quarter with 3:26 to go. Clarke Central on their own 40. Let's pick at the 38. Trying to.
Well, 2nd and 15 looks a little better than 2nd and 20.
2 receivers left side. Cameron shotgun. He's got pressure. And he throws over there to Vereen in the backfield, but incomplete, and he had a man all over him. Vereen did. That's number 19 for Heritage, Fred Barley.
And thank goodness he threw it over his head, because that could have been picked off, and that would have been 6 easy for Heritage right there, Buster.
Well, and you know, we got these couple of quick scores, Chuck, but everybody tends to forget Heritage's strong point, and it has been for the last 3 or 4 years, is their defense.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt about it.
Probably one of the best defensive units in the state. They do not give up points easy, and that's why we've got to really be thankful for these early gifts here. Cameron again goes shotgun. We've got 4 wideouts.
They're blitzing again.
Cameron wants to step and throw. He's got a man wide open. That's Vereen. Vereen's got a lot of room, and he takes on a defender and drives himself down to the 32-yard line of Heritage. 1st and 10, Gladiators.
Big first down, driven out of bounds by number 7, Seth Fallon. Big first down right there. Good read by Cameron that time, and of course Cameron had all the time in the world. Great job by that offensive line that time.
And Chuck, is that not how you beat the blitz? When they're bringing that much pressure straight up the middle, you look for that little safety valve, and there's going to be an open.
Well, the offensive line was able to really slide and open that pocket up, and Cameron stepped up in the pocket that time and really.
And Vereen does another little nice dance and juke move around right side, and he picks up 7-8 yards.
Once again, brought down by number 33. That's Fallon, or excuse me, Emmanuel Holmes.
I tell you, Vereen came to play tonight, Chuck.
Well, Jaquan he ran the ball awful hard too the first series, so it looks like we're giving maybe bouncing around, giving each tailback a series here.
Coming up on the 2-minute mark in the first quarter, Clarke Central on the 25 of Heritage, looking for their 3rd score, and Cameron wants to go for the home run.
And he's got it, Austin
touchdown.
Caught him all the way in stride, didn't even move a bit. Austin caught that ball right in front of his head, both hands, beautiful catch, and waltzes into the end zone. Well, Matthew Ward on for the kick.
And I tell you what, Chuck, you got to put a lot of this on the coaches. This has just been a beautiful game plan on offense so far, executed to perfection.
And you get that kickoff return, the first play.
Boy, Matthew Ward's really sticking to that behind the pines now. Extra point is good. 20-0, Clarke Central leads, and that might send a few tremors around the state with that being a first quarter score.
Hey, Buster, one thing we want to remind everybody, too, of course, the Gladiators are on the football field tonight. Of course, the volleyball team is playing for the region championship tomorrow. So good luck to the Clarke Central High School.
And give a plug for them JV Gladiator
volleyballers. Won the region championship last week over in Winder. So great job by Coach Ashley Wegman and the volleyball program. All right. Back deep for Heritage again is number 28 and number 1. Number 1 is O.B. Fortune, and number 28 is C.J. Stone. On to kick is 22, Matthew Ward for the Gladiators. Matthew's been putting it right at the goal line every time, so let's see what happens this time.
Yeah, Matthew has really been an asset this year on the kickoff teams, keeping the opposition pinned deep in their own territory.
For another Coach Wegman, Nick Wegman of the special teams coach here at Clarke Central.
And this time we do a little squib kick that's going to fall around the 10. Heritage fields it, brings it out to the 20, to the 25, 26, 27-yard line, and Heritage will be in business 1st and 10.
Yeah, brought down by number 35 for the Gladiators, and that is Chika Anukum.
Good to hear his name again, Chuck. He's missed a lot of action too due to injuries.
Yeah, he's been very unfortunate in every last 2 years with the shoulder and concussion. So good to see Chika. He's a good, solid ball player. Need him out there on the field.
So the 3rd offensive drive for Heritage, and they go to a broken eye pro set type formation this time, and a little going there for the running back, number 28, Stone. He picks up maybe 1, and we got a Gladiator down, Chuck.
That's Chika Newcomb. He's a little slow to get up.
When they get up slow like that, Chuck, what's that an indication of?
You know, I hate to say it, but I think he hit his shoulder right there again.
Is that what he's banged up with earlier?
That was last year. He had terrible time with his shoulder injury.
We'll see if we can get
But he's coming out holding that right arm, so.
Get an idea from Holly what's going on. Holly, you seeing anything?
Well, our trainer's just going to check Chica out. I know they're extra cautious with his shoulder. He's got a special thing on, and maybe they're just tightening it up and kind of making some adjustments. I can't tell at this minute, but.
Holly, what does his face look like? Is he in pain or is he okay?
He's not in pain.
Okay.
He looks very nonchalant.
There we go.
Matter of fact, he's moving that arm around. Yeah. It might just been a stinger. And you know that you get that shot in that shoulder sometimes, and boy, it stings, and it goes away after a few minutes, kind of like a funny bone or something like that.
Well, that's good news. If Chica's all well, we need him on defense. Heritage comes up to the line very slow, very methodical. Again, I just don't see the bounce in their step tonight, Chuck, and that might just be me, but they just don't seem fresh or something. They go to the tailback play action, and they're going to roll around. We got a man, Draco Brandon's chasing him, and then we get a red jersey come up and put a lid on him around the 29-yard line for no gain on the play.
Yeah, Draco got him from behind. Of course, boy, Kayvon Williams was coming up to lower the boom, so it's a good thing that he did go down by the feet there of Draco.
So it's going to be 3rd and 8 from the Heritage 29. They've got to get roughly to the 38. We'll call it the 37-yard line for a first down.
Like he's long, 3rd and longs here.
Shotgun, Heritage looking, throws across the middle.
Intercepted by Draco Browner.
Wow, what a play on the tip drill.
Boy, I'm telling you what, he just stepped right in front. He read that play all the way, stepped in front, made that interception, was able to get about 3 or 4 yards after the catch. We'll take that all day long.
Chuck, one thing that we failed to mention in our pregame and what Clarke Central's been doing all year at home, turnover after turnover after turnover. They're averaging 5 turnovers a game here at Billy Harrison Stadium.
Huge. Absolutely.
There's the first one tonight. Holly, what you got on the interception?
Oh, I'm just so proud of Draco Browner. I've been knowing Draco since he started kindergarten. So I'm just so proud to see him doing so well his senior year. And that was a beautiful interception, just a little tip, and he was just standing there waiting for it.
Been a big lift on our defense. We're in shotgun. Cameron, he wants to do a quarterback keeper, and he falls down behind the line of scrimmage for no gain, maybe a loss of a yard.
Now here we go, a different series, 30 seconds left. We'll see if we get a playoff here in the quarter, but Jaquan Daniels back in the game at tailback.
And I'm going to tell you, that's what we were talking about 2 weeks ago. If we could ever get that 1-2 punch established between Vereen and Jaquan, we would be dangerous on offense, and because you're running fresh legs.
Yeah, and I think on that play, Cameron missed the handoff. If he would have made that handoff right there.
Looks like we're trying to get a playoff with 5 seconds, man in motion. And we give to Sorrells on that end-around thing. And Sorrells, who is so good at making guys miss, but he gets dragged down after a pickup of maybe a yard.
Yeah, that's going to be the end of the first quarter with your score. Heritage Patriots 0. Clarke Central High School Gladiators 20.
Again, we want to remind everybody this is Homecoming 2013. We will crown the 2013 Homecoming Queen at halftime tonight. We also will remind everybody we are simulcasting tonight's game in cooperation with Rockdale Career Academy. The fine folks from Rockdale County, James Dinsmore and crew here tonight helping us with the broadcast.
Hey, some early scores, first quarter scores around the state. Cambridge 7, Forsyth Central 0, Ola 14, Mount Zion Jonesboro 0, Northside 21, Grovetown 6, Flowery Branch 14, Winder Barrow 0, Riverwood 14, Sprayberry 0, Creekview 7, Northview 7, Richmond Hills 7, Effingham County 0, Kell 7 over Osborne 7-0, and Salem, of course, down 14-0 to Gainesville, and Paulding County 14, Woodland Carterville 0, Mundy's Mill 7, and Drew 0, and Northside over Grovetown, that's 21-0.
Buster and Chuck?
Yes.
We are here on the sidelines hoping the camera can get these folks that are cheering for the Gladiators in their togas this evening. Can you see me? All right, guys, let's wave to the camera.
So that's Toga Clarke Central style.
Absolutely.
And that's the student section who comes out and supports so very strongly week in and week out. We come up to the line, 2nd and 11. Cameron under center. And we do a play action, and Cameron's going to have to get out of the pressure. He was in the pressure cooker there. He had 2 guys crashing from each side, so he had to tuck it up and run, and picks up barely a yard, and that might make it 4th.
Yeah, 4th down. He had all day to throw the ball. That was good coverage by the Patriots that time. And, of course, we're bringing on Jock Germain punting team.
No,
we're bringing on Matthew Ward.
Wow, Matthew Ward's fixing to attempt a very long field goal here. Let's count it up, Chuck.
49.
So a 49-yard field goal. You're correct. And now we got a guy getting on late. Let's hope that don't cost us.
Why do you even doubt me, Buster?
I don't know. I wasn't doubting you. I was thinking you were saying the ball was on the 49. It was going to make it a 59. I was going to say, wow, we really are trying something here. Now we do a fake, and we pitch it to Jaquan, who wants to throw a pass, and he's got a man wide open, complete to the 10, to the 5. He's out of bounds. Cedric Armstrong, the defensive end on the reception. How do you draw it up any better than that, Coach?
Hey, Jaquan Daniels, who knew he could throw the ball like that, the big man?
My goodness,
Put it on the money. Put it on the money.
I ran out of words on that play. There was so much happening going on there. Wow, what a play.
Jaquan, he just lofted it up there right for him, boy. Great throw.
Again, another great play call and preparation by the coaches this week on Clarke Central. And they've obviously been studying some film.
And they had a man back deep. I'm surprised he didn't come up to cover that any sooner.
We pitch it to Jaquan. All he's got to do is beat it to the end, and they wrap him up around the 2. It looked like he had the end wide open for a second, but that gap closed up quickly as he got to the outside.
Good job by their cornerback over there to string it out and brought down by number 55 for them. That's Donovan North.
Well, I'll tell you what, if that would have scored, I can assure you that would have been a Play on Sports Play of the Week nationally.
Yeah.
It still might get some pub just because of the call, but man, Cedric was so close getting in the end zone there.
10:30 here left in the second quarter.
2nd and 3. 2nd and go, I'm sorry. And we try to bounce Jaquan between the tackles, and he drags a couple of white jerseys, but he might have barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe no gain there, Chuck.
Yeah, that time the big Salem defensive line was able to penetrate and stop Jaquan right there.
So you got it 3rd and go on the Heritage 2. You've got an easy 3 opportunity, but boy, do you put the pressure on with 7 here, Chuck. You really want 7. How about Baylor Ward up the middle? No, we're going to throw a hitch route to the right, incomplete, and Cameron again overthrows a receiver.
Had to been some miscommunication there because Cameron was throwing that to the flag, to the corner, and the receiver cut it in for a post. So a little bit of miscommunication there on Austin Johnson, Cameron Johnson. So now we've got Baylor Ward on, and he is going to try a 19-yard.
And what does the call say, Chuck? Do you think the call kicking the field goal here is just the coaches conceding that we can move the ball at will at this point in time?
Oh, yeah, I think you got to take the points. There's no sense. Why give them any momentum if they do stop you?
Kick is up, and the kick is good.
Yep.
So Matthew Ward puts up 3. It's 23-0. Clarke Central here with 9:47 to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, I think definitely that was the right decision. You don't give them why give them any momentum? They've got a big defensive line. They're strong. They're physical.
And they've got an offense that struggled to score all year.
And we've jumped on them early. Why give them any ray of hope? So let's hold the momentum and let's let the defense pin them down. Their offense is obviously struggling a little bit.
Holly, what are you seeing?
Just want to let you know an update on Chico. We had some equipment malfunction there that we were working on. So Chico is in, as you can see, going in now, and I think he's going to be just fine.
Yeah, Matthew Ward on for the kick. I did see Chico make a run out there, so that's good to see.
23-0. We've barely got the second quarter going here. Clarke Central leads Heritage. And Matthew Ward sticks a big foot in it. Ball's going to come the rest around to 3. Return to the 10, to the 15, to the 17, 18, 19-yard line. Heritage will be 1st and 10 on the 19.
Good job by the kickoff team that time. They held their lanes, held them inside the 20-yard line. That's a good job. That's a victory right there.
And the guy on the tackle, the guy that we've been talking about who's been banged up already, Chico Newcomb for the Gladiators on special teams.
Hey, Houston County 7, Lakeside Evans 0, Appalachia 7, Loganville nothing.
That's a surprise.
Yeah, there you go.
Of course, Appalachia's at home. They are so tough at Bethlehem, so tough. And Loganville coming off the bye. Heritage brings it over here to the left side. They got a little bit of running room. We stick a hat on him around the 23, 24-yard line, and I'm trying to get a number who made that tackle. I want to say 26 or 25.
Nathan Fulton. Yeah, he came in there and lowered the boom, but we had good contain that time, and were able to let him get out of it a little bit. So,
and I don't want everybody to misconstrue what I'm saying about this Heritage team. Now, they beat a very good Northgate team earlier this year, 14-7 at Northgate. They played a very tough, revised Rockdale program in the second game this season. Rockdale gave Lovejoy fits last week. So this is not just terrible team we're playing here. They're just getting off to a very slow and sluggish start as the freshman quarterback, number 12, Howard, throws an incomplete pass there.
Yeah, Paul Eckhart able to tip that ball at the line of scrimmage. Good rush that time by the Gladiators. Alan Miller in there also with the.
But this reminds me of some of the Clarke Central teams we've seen in the past that will jump on you early and keep the pressure on you. And it's good to see that kind of football back here at Billy Harrison Stadium where we put our foot on the gas, Chuck, and we don't let up.
Well, and that's the thing we've got to see here. We still got 2.5 quarters to go. We need to keep our foot on the gas.
3rd and a long 6 for Heritage. Howard throws complete to a man. It's going to be a first down for Heritage at the 32-yard line.
That's complete to number 3 over there, Buster.
Number 3 for Heritage is Anthony Stanley.
And Rashawn, number 24, Rashawn McCall on the tackle. And he's given up probably a foot and a half on that one right there.
1st and 10 Heritage. I believe it's their second first down tonight. It comes with 8:40 to go in the second quarter. Holly?
Yes, Buster, I'm not sure if you can really tell the pace, but the defense is definitely coming off the line. Watch Paul Eckhart. He's going to have a quarterback sack here pretty soon. It's just a matter of time before somebody does.
Well, Howard does a nice play action there and keeps it himself around left side. He picks up 6 yards in a big chunk there.
Yeah, had the defense confused a little bit right there. Cedric Armstrong on the tackle.
And Heritage, Chuck, I think they're one of those run-first teams like Appalachia and some of the other teams in the region like Loganville. But when you get into a 23-0 hole, it's kind of hard to stay with that game plan, is it not?
Well, yeah and no, but at this point in time with 7:58, 8 minutes to go in the second quarter, you can't abandon your game plan.
Heritage throws again. Howard, a nice pass again to number 1 for Heritage. That's Obi Fortune.
And Drico Browner on the tackle, but it's going to be good for the first down. So we're giving them a little bit of cushion right there. We've got to get a good pass rush here to kind of slow that up a little bit. But the defensive backs are playing man-to-man, and they're giving a little bit of cushion right there. So
but for the first time tonight, Chuck, the Patriots of Heritage showing a little sense of urgency. I've seen them move a little quicker, break it out of the huddle a little faster. So let's see if it just took them a quarter to get woke up or not. And they've definitely got more fans here now than they had at the first of the game, which that drive from Conyers is brutal, trust me, on a Friday. And we do a nice job of stopping the running back, number 5, Blade Reed, in his tracks behind the line. Looks like number 20, Kayvon Williams, leading that charge.
Yeah, Cavante Bug in there. Cedric Armstrong making the big hit first.
The enforcer, Cedric Armstrong.
What a beautiful night here in Athens, the classic city. I'm telling you, it is absolutely gorgeous here tonight.
And whether you're a sky gazer, a football fan, or somebody that just likes to sip ice cold tea on the back porch, it's a beautiful night to be in Athens. 6:49 to go in the half. Heritage again will go shotgun. They've got 4 wideouts. Howard pump fakes, and now he throws one toward the sideline over everybody's head, incomplete.
Zay Brown makes a big old leap to get it, but he was out of bounds, of course. But good coverage there by the Gladiators. Nobody fooled on that one, Buster.
That'll stop the clock with 6:36 to go in a half, and it's going to be 3rd and about 11 for the Patriots.
Warner Robins 10, Greenbrier 0. And East Paulding over Hiram 14-0.
A lot of teams starting to make their way toward those top 4 spots in their respective regions. East Paulding, Warner Robins. Here these two, Clarke Central, Heritage. Everybody's trying to jockey for those playoff spots.
Gainesville, of course, up 14-0.
Over Salem, is it not?
That's correct.
And Howard, nice little quarterback draw. Look at him go. And I tell you what, for a freshman, he made that look pretty easy. First down, Heritage inside the 40.
Tell you what, he's a big young man, too. That might be some kind of mistake in their program, huh?
Well, they've got number 12, Malik Howard, listed. But like you said, Chuck, he looks a lot bigger than a freshman, does he not?
Yeah, he looks a lot more mature than a freshman, that's for sure.
Heritage comes to the line, 1st and 10. They're driving for the first time tonight. And now the tailback wants to run around left side. Cedric Armstrong grabs the jersey and slings him down. Number 5, Blade Reed on the run, but not before he picks up 3, maybe 4 yards around left side.
Chika Newcomb on the assist, number 35 coming from that middle linebacker.
They're going to give him 4. It's going to be 2nd and 6 as we come up on the 5:45 mark to go in the half. Homecoming 2013. Don't you go away. We'll be crowning a 2013 homecoming court queen here at halftime. In between the pines at Billy Harris Stadium. Somewhere between the sea and this sideline over here. Always a festive event.
Somewhere over the rainbow there, Buster.
Shotgun they give to the tailback, and he's got big yardage. He broke it off for a nice gain of about 15 yards around left side.
Brought down by number 20, Kayvon Williams.
And he's getting up slowly.
Yeah,
that looks like number 5, Blade Reed again on the carry.
He took a shot there from Kayvon in the hip, and I think it's, excuse me, gave him.
So, Chuck, again, we were talking about it earlier. You got to keep the pedal mashed on the gas here.
Well, Coach Self is not going to be happy giving up this kind of yardage right here. He's hoping the defense can stand strong here. Bend, don't break.
But Heritage has gashed this defense with the last 3 or 4 running plays in a row here for about 10, 15, 20-plus yards. And they're going to do a quarterback keeper. Nice play by Howard to get away from some pressure, and he made something out of nothing. He picks up, maybe 3 yards around left end.
Cedric Armstrong had him in the backfield, couldn't hold on. And, yeah, he was able to get 3 yards on the play. So they're in the red zone. Let's see what can happen.
4:34 to go. First half action. Clarke Central leading Heritage 23-0. It's been all Clarke Central up to this point. Heritage has started a drive from their own 19, and they're just past the Clarke Central 19 on the 16-yard line. 2nd down and 6. Call it 7. 2nd down and 7 as they go shotgun. They look to the right side. He's got a man wide open, but drops the ball incomplete. That was number 3 for Heritage, Anthony Stanley, the intended receiver.
Yeah, Stanley, a sophomore. He's a good-looking kid, too. But, boy, their offensive line is big, Buster.
So it's going to bring up a huge 3rd down here for Clarke Central to try to get a stop here to slow down this Heritage offense and slow down some of this momentum they're getting. And Chuck, basically, the scoreboard's going to look a lot different if it's 23-7 at half as opposed to 23-0.
Oh, no, and 4 minutes to go here, it's going to be a huge momentum swing for Heritage.
Shotgun, they do a spread formation again. Heritage with 2 receivers to both sides, but they're going to do the quarterback draw.
Yeah.
And I can't really say he was just playing to line that up for a field goal, but they're going to bring in the field goal unit. He ran it toward the middle of the field, and maybe that's what they're looking for here, Chuck. It's just 3 points.
Paul Eckhart and Quan Russell there on the tackle. And, I tell you what, we've been successful so far this year blocking some extra points and field goals. So maybe the special teams can come up big once again. Watch for the fake because the quarterback is the holder.
I got to give that win to the Clarke Central defense holding them to 3 here. Austin Culp, the senior place kicker, number 47 for a 31-yard field goal attempt. And
We
he
blocked
gets it up. We got a hand on it, but he stuck it through there, it looks like, and it's good. I think we deflected it enough to mess up the trajectory of the ball.
Good penetration that time by Drico Browner and Alan Miller, I tell you.
Holly, did you see a hand get on it, Holly, or could you see from where you're at?
Couldn't tell from this angle, but Coach Waller, there wasn't a hand put on that ball. It looked like it just barely got off.
He barely got it off. There was some good pressure, but he didn't hit it. He didn't hit it as well as I saw him hit it in pregame, so he felt the pressure.
He's a little bit nervous on that one, so it's nice to escape with only 3 points for Heritage.
Yeah, talk about nervous, of course. Last time the Patriots kicked to us, we ran it back for a touchdown, so let's see what happens here.
Yeah, and the last time they played that Michigan fight saw, Jamonte Smith ran it back 95 yards. You are correct, Chuck. So Jamonte Smith goes back deep for the Gladiators. Him and along with Desmond Sorrells, number 23, the sophomore sensation from Bernie Harris Lions. Heritage has made it a 20-point ball game, 23-3.
3:24 left in the half.
And again, Clarke Central, the benefit of a gift. I think Heritage really should have went 4-down territory there to make it a 2-score game. But nevertheless, we'll take it. And that kick's going to go in the end zone as probably the rest of them tonight will if Heritage has any to kick.
Yeah, I agree with that. Buster, I really need you to concentrate on the football game. Quit watching the homecoming court over there.
Well, they're over there. I don't know if our cameraman Sasha Crumpton can get them over there in the far side, but they're there in all their glory, their wardrobe, their dresses, and we're going to get a nice tight shot and let Sasha quickly scroll down the participants of what's soon to be the 2013 homecoming queen in our court. They'll be crowned here at halftime intermission at Billy Harrison Stadium.
And just to make sure everyone knows, our own Chika Anukum was named Homecoming King this evening here at Clarke Central High School.
So Chika Anukum, the Homecoming King, and soon to find out who his queen will be here at halftime.
Seth Fallon on the tackle there for the Patriots.
We go back to live action at 2nd and 7. Gladiators inside the 25. 3 minutes to go in the half.
And you're right, Buster. Patriots are playing with a little more oomph here.
Cameron, time, throws complete, and we got a man that's falling down around the 30, very close to a first down.
Looks like he's going to be an inch or two short, though.
That looks like number 13 for the Gladiators, Marcus Campbell on the reception.
And brought down by number 29, that is Daniel Foster.
So we bring our big formation in. We got Quavon Scott coming in. We got Baylor Ward. That usually means some type of run up the middle. We got Vereen the tailback, Baylor Ward the fullback. We line up in an I. 2:27 to go, first half action, 3rd and inches. We give it to Vereen, and he's got more than enough for the first down as he picks up 6 or 7, squirting off right guard.
Yep, tripped up there by number 28. Excuse me, it looks like 26 for the Patriots. That's Quentin Dixon. And number 19 also in on the tackle, that's Fred Barley.
So coming up on the 2-minute mark here in the half, Clarke in their 2-minute offense.
That was a big first down because they were wanting the ball back right there, Buster.
1st and 10 Glads. We're on the 37. We overthrow a man, Marcus Campbell, around the 36, 37-yard line, incomplete. That'll stop the clock and make it 2nd and 10 with 2:04 to go first half. Again, this is a big region showdown. Clarke Central and Heritage. Heritage has won the last 2 meetings between these 2 schools, albeit by a touchdown and a field goal in overtime the last 2 times these 2 have played. Both games at Conyers at Heritage Campus up in Rockdale County, but this is the first time they've been back between the Pines at Billy Harrison in a while.
There he goes.
Pump fakes. He's got Austin Johnson. Overthrows him incomplete.
Boy, Austin beat his man, the pump and go, and he had his man beat, but just led him a little bit too far.
Austin Johnson was wide open for a second. If Cameron could have connected there, I think he would have took it to the house. 1:57 to go. First half action.
That was number 13, Brandon Edwards, on the coverage. Now, I think you go right back at him again right here. He's tired anyways.
3rd and 10 Glads. We go shotgun.
He's backing off Austin, boy.
Ball's low snap.
Here we go. Here we go.
Cameron again, but now he's getting chased. And he throws to a short man incomplete. Looked like Sorrell's diving for the ball around the 50. And he gets up kind of slow. So that's going to bring up a 4th down. Minute 50 to go, and you really hate seeing Clarke give it up here. Heritage offense has a chance to put up some more points before half.
Yeah, you don't want them to build any more momentum, that's for sure.
So this may be our first punt of the night, Chuck. Jock Germain coming in for the Glads. Of course, you cannot miss him with those teal blue cleats that he sports. Oh, and bad snap. He's got to get it off quick, and he does a good job. Nice job by Jock Germain to get that punt off. And Heritage will call for a fair catch around the 36.
Yeah, they got the ball in good field position, but all in all, dropping the ball, I'll take that punt. That's at least getting it downfield. So 1:41 left here until half.
23-3 our score. We felt like Clarke's offense could move the ball in the Heritage defense. They did. We felt like Heritage would struggle to move the ball in Clarke's defense, and they have. But you still will not feel safe till this game's in the 4th quarter, trust me. Heritage will not lay down and quit, folks. They're that kind of team. As Howard eludes tacklers, and now we drag him down around the 30, and that's big T.J. Ellison, number 51.
Number 51, boys. He's motors going all the time. Just love to see that young man play football.
And it's just an incredible story, Chuck.
Yes, it is.
You know, he does not have 100% of his hearing.
Interpreter on the sidelines.
And he plays, like you said, like a David Pollock, non-stop motor, continuously going all the time on every play, and has been doing that since he was a sophomore.
Yeah.
Heritage quickly to the line with a minute to go in the half. 23-3. Clarke Central leads by 20 points. Howard throws a complete pass over to the 40 to the 42. A Heritage receiver falls down. Looks like number 3 again, Stanley on the reception.
Eckhart and McCall both on the tackle.
Heritage will burn a timeout here.
Yeah, 47 seconds to go here till the half.
I'd say, 30, 35 yards there at least in field goal range again. Holly, what do you got?
We got just a minute. I can see Miss Lynn over there translating, as you were saying, to TJ, number 51, telling him a good job on that sack of the quarterback. She is faithful, coming to every practice and every game and translating for TJ, and it's really something special to see him out there doing so well.
Well, and I tell you what, there was a benefit they were having up in the gallery back during wrestling season. That girl could cook some cookies, buddy. Let me tell you, she had some cookies in that gallery that everybody was scoffing down. They couldn't get enough of them.
She is a huge Gladiator supporter.
She is. She's always around the school. Never do walk around this campus without seeing her.
I knew you'd be there for cookies, Buster.
Hey, man.
Speaking of food, we want to thank Mount Pleasant Baptist Church this evening for preparing the pregame meal for our Gladiators. Reverend Mosley and Miss Mamie did a fabulous job.
Always good to hear those people that do so much for this Gladiator program. And they've got a man complete. That's number 1, Obie Fortune, as he's knocked down around the 42. And Heritage only needs maybe 15, 20 more yards with 40 seconds to go to be in field goal position for sure.
Kayvon Williams on the tackle. Yeah, that was a big play right there. 40 seconds, clock is running.
And this just reminds me so much of last year where Clarke Central jumped out to a 17-0 lead, and then Heritage just started coming back, Chuck. And I hope we ain't got more of the same of that.
And then 2 years ago, we take a 14-0 lead to halftime and lose 21-14.
They scored 21 unanswered as they burn another timeout here with 25 to go.
Excuse me.
So the Clarke defense trying to figure out a way to stop Howard and company here on this drive. Again, this is a simulcast with Rockdale Career Academy. We have teamed up with them last week doing the Clarke Central Salem game, and again they are here tonight helping us with the broadcast of this game, Clarke Central and Heritage.
And once again, we'd like to thank our GITV corporate sponsors, Athens Chevrolet, Papa John's, BB&T, Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, St. Mary's Healthcare System, Athens Regional Health Services, Restore Habitat Thrift Store, Georgia United Credit Union, Diversity, The Bus, Athens Transit, Jason's Deli, and Athens Ford.
Those are your 2013 corporate sponsors. Without them, none of this is possible.
Tucker,
25 seconds to go. Go ahead, Chuck.
Tucker and Stevenson all tied at no score.
Wow, two big defenses going at it there. Howard's got a man down the middle, overthrows him incomplete. Only burned 5 seconds off the clock. It'll be third and a short one. So, Chuck, with one time out here, do you do a run and get that first down? And then what, maybe 2 more plays before you have to kick it? Or are they not in field goal range? What's your opinion?
I don't know. I think their kicker, looking at him in warm-ups, he had a pretty strong leg, so I don't know that they aren't already in field goal range. I don't know that they run it here, but I think they're definitely going to try to throw the ball maybe to the to the short side over there, get out of bounds, stop the clock, hold on to their timeout.
Howard, he's going to do a quarterback keeper, and he may have it by a yard, a first down off left side, but Heritage may be forced to burn another timeout.
Now it's going to be tough. 13 seconds to go.
If you hurry up and get to the line, you got 2 plays.
They're not calling a timeout. They're stop the clock. Then a clock will, as soon as the change is set, the clock is going to start.
So they're probably going to go once to the end zone and then run one for the field goal and burn the time. Well, they spike it. Good call. Good call.
10 seconds.
We're down to 10.
Now we got 3 seconds off, but can't blame that on us. That GHSA, there is an official up here running the clock. So.
Yeah, a lot of people think that these clocks are home cooking, but we've been to enough games now that we can assure you there's a guy wearing a striped shirt, black slacks, and a black hat up here in the press box running that scoreboard clock.
10 seconds, 1 timeout left for Heritage. Got to believe they're in field goal range, so not going to see a run here, Buster. I think you're going to see throwing the ball.
They do have 1 timeout that they can burn. Howard shotgun, 3 receivers over here to left. He looks left, but he wants to go right. Single coverage, and we had a man almost pick it off in the end zone. Very close there.
Oh yeah, McCall, Rayshawn McCall. Boy, he was trucking for that ball.
And now you're down to 3 seconds, and I'm sure whatever leg the Heritage kicker has, we'll see it now.
Looks like he's coming on.
That's number 47. Austin Culp, the senior.
And that's going to be a 47?
47-yarder. The last time we had a 47-yard attempt, it was at Marist, and it was good by the Marist kicker.
Coach Self going to use one of his timeouts. Can't take this baby with you.
Yeah, you got to put him on ice. Holly, what you hearing down there?
I have Athletic Director Coach Ward with us here. And Coach Ward, tonight you had something special before the game for your C team.
Yes, we recognized our C team football players tonight before the game. They finished their season yesterday with a big win over Cedar Shoals. Our C team is comprised of our 8th and 7th graders from Clarke Middle and BHL. They travel here every day to practice. They put on the red and gold. They're Gladiators, and they had a great season. So tonight before our game, we recognized them with their parents in the gallery.
Wonderful, Coach Ward. I know that was special for them, and they are now Gladiators, like you said, ready to play football for the red and gold.
All right, 3 seconds left, and the kicker is on, of course, number 47. That is Austin Culp.
Trying a 47-yard field goal. Uh-oh. Well, now the quarterback, Howard's running to the sideline.
Maybe we'll get it.
Oh, we got a fake. And we got a man blitzing, and he has to throw it quickly. And we got a red shirt picking it up, and that's a live ball.
Here he goes.
He gets it outside. And that
Zay
Brown on the interception, the freshman. So that's your half right there. 23-3, Clarke Central leads in a big Region 8-5A showdown.
Well, now we know the answer. He doesn't have the leg, obviously. So,
a very good fake with the nonchalant, I forgot the play, run over the side. It was part of the play.
Yeah.
And so there you go. We're going to take a quick break here at halftime as the homecoming court gets ready to make their presence known on the field. We hope you get to sit with us and watch who's crowned homecoming queen. We're going to get some refreshments, some hydration, and when we come back, we'll bring you some stats and scores. This is GITV. So we're back. Excuse me.
Test.
So we're back here at Billy Harrison Stadium between the Pines, where we just announced our 2013 homecoming queen, Gatsuri Chube, volleyball player senior at Clarke Central High School, and she's still getting well wishes from her and her court down there on the 50-yard line.
Well, maybe that'll be a good omen for the volleyball team tomorrow in the region championship.
Yeah, win a homecoming court crown tonight and win a region crown tomorrow night. That'd be a good weekend for Miss Chube.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
So, Chuck, I hear you've got some stats courtesy of the Odyssey Online. Kevin Mobley and Fair Churchwell doing all the stat taking for you. What you got?
Yeah, that's well, let's get something straight here about Heritage. We kind of talked about it a little bit earlier in the first half that was not a freshman quarterback, Malik Howard, and of course we find out now, talking to some of the Heritage people, that it was not a freshman. It is their senior, Ryan Sutton, that has been playing quarterback for him tonight. So
yeah, somewhere the roster got printed wrong. We apologize for calling him by the wrong name the entire first half, but it is indeed Ryan Sutton, a senior. And, of course, he has played and run and looked like a senior, Chuck, as well.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, we could just tell out there, those legs and arms, his maturity, there was no way he was a freshman. So, but some of the first half stats, of course, Heritage was 6 of 13 passing tonight for 56 yards. That was Sutton. And he had 7 carries for 24 yards. Their running back, number 5, Blade Reed, had 8 carries for 30 yards. And reception-wise, they had number 1, Fortune, with 3 catches for 31 yards. And number 3, Stanley, 2 catches for 21 yards. So that was the...
And most of that offense coming in the second quarter, as it seemed like it took a quarter and a half for Heritage to kind of wake up, Chuck.
Yeah, that was their first half stats. And, of course, the Gladiators, Cameron Johnson's 5 for 12 for 63 yards and a touchdown. And number 4, Jaquan Daniels, the sophomore running back, 6 carries for 34 yards and a touchdown. And Vereen, number 28, had 5 carries for 28 yards. He also had a pass reception for 29 yards. That was huge early in the first quarter. And, of course, Austin Johnson had 2 catches for 31 yards and a touchdown.
Again, those stats brought to you courtesy of the Online Odyssey magazine, the Clarke Central High School newspaper, Kevin Mobley, and Fair Churchwell, our statisticians on this 2013 homecoming game night.
So altogether, the Gladiators had 15 carries for 69 yards on the ground and 6 of 13 passing, because you had Daniels with the big pass play, of course, so 6 of 13 for 90 yards. And Heritage had 17 carries for 66 yards and 6 of 16 passing, 56 yards.
Real quickly, Chuck, have we got anything in from the Bulldog sign scoreboard?
The Bulldog sign scoreboard. Let me give that old Bulldog sign scoreboard, that thing's...
Well,
we got to give it a little refresh here.
It's how many carrots we have and how many gerbil wheels we have to turn the thing there to get that information.
Thomas County Central 14, Northside Columbus 0, Bainbridge 16, Harris County 9, Creekside 21, Northgate 7, ML King 31, Dunwoody 13, Villa Rica 7, Lithia Springs 0, Jones County 14-6 over Evans.
Chuck, can I interrupt you here and get a picture of our homecoming queen?
Yes, you sure can. Holly, go ahead. Take it away.
We're here on the track with Gansry Chube. And Gansry, congratulations to us.
So much.
Our 2013 Clarke Central homecoming queen. And Gansry, it's really special for me. I have known you since kindergarten at Alps Road Elementary.
Yes. Yeah, I'm shocked. I'm really shocked right now. I'm just really happy that, all of the students at Clarke Central voted for me.
Well, Gansry, what they may not know that you are beautiful and our homecoming queen, but Gansry is highly academic, a sports volleyball player, and also plays violin in our orchestra. Yes. She's quite a young lady. We wish you well and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Holly, great, wonderful homecoming queen, but we'll tell her good luck tomorrow with Coach Wegman in the volleyball region championship.
They are telling me to make sure, you've got a crown tonight. Tomorrow, hopefully, the region championship.
Yes, we're definitely going to go out there and win regions.
Hey, Holly, ask her if she had her choice between the two crowns, which one would she like more, the homecoming crown or the region crown?
They want to know if you had a choice between the homecoming crown or the region or state crown, which would you pick?
It's tough.
Okay, she already answered it.
I have to say region and state.
Region and state.
Okay, tell her good answer. Good answer.
They said good answer. Now,
wait a minute. We need one more view. What's her view on world peace?
Oh, they want to know your view on world peace, Scangery. Give them the homecoming queen wave.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Scangery. We wish you the best and know you're going to do something very special with your life.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Ganassery Chube, our homecoming queen for 2013, giving us a great interview with Holly. Nothing like it. High school Friday nights, homecoming. That's what life's all about. The memories you never forget, the nights you never forget. That's one of them right there.
Buster, big score. Of course, end of the first quarter, don't have anything else, but just the end of the first quarter, Tucker and Stevenson tied, knotted at 0.
I tell you, that is two great defenses going in. I think one defense is averaging allowing 6 points a game. The other one's averaging allowing 8. And something's got to give. Two high potent offenses. What do you do?
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Hey, McIntosh, 7 over Whitewater 0. Warner Robins 24, Greenbrier 0. East Paulding 14, Hiram 6. Houston County, of course, that's still earlier from the evening. Appalachia, no update on. Still the same thing. Ola 28, Mount Zion, Jonesboro 0. So Flowery Branch 37, Winder Barrow 0. Riverwood 28-3 over Sprayberry. And Gainesville 38-0 over Salem.
So the region starting to flex its muscles a little bit on offense and defense as you hear those scores from Gainesville and Flowery Branch. Clarke Central, another good showing tonight. But it does not get any easier after tonight, Chuck. We got another half of football to go here, of course, but Gainesville and Flowery Branch, the two teams you just spoke of, will wait us back-to-back weekends.
That's exactly right.
So the region will get decided real quick here in the next couple of weeks.
Once again, back deep for Heritage is Fortune, and number 28 is C.J. Stone.
Matthew Ward, long, high, end-over-end kick's going to be received around the goal line. To the 10, to the 15. We got a red jersey that stands him up and drags him down around the 17-yard line.
Another real good job holding him inside the 20 right there by Campbell, wasn't it? No, that's
number 16 for Clarke Central.
Clarke Central.
That's that ain't Jock Germain. And I'm being told by spotter number 85 that's Quavon Scott.
I was about to tell you there, Buster. Okay. It's 85 on the tackle.
So Heritage first and 10 on the 17. 23-3 our score. Clarke Central leads by 20. That's basically 3 scores. And a low snap, but picked up and recovered nicely by number 5, the running back, Blade Reed, who got a lot of the Heritage yardage on the ground the first half too.
Draco Browner and Kayvon Williams right there. Boy, we had him in the backfield. Just couldn't hold on. Low snap too, so good try there by the defense.
2nd down and 6 for Heritage. Ball is just inside the 24-yard line. And they'll go with the spread again, Sutton in shotgun. Receivers to both sides. And Ryan throws over to the right side, and it's complete, but we hit him immediately, but I think he got the first down.
Yeah, it's going to be good enough for the first down. Rashawn McCall on the tackle.
And that's his favorite receiver, Sutton's receiver tonight, Anthony Stanley. He's got a ton of catches already.
Stanley and Fortune, of course, yeah, most of the catches for them. That was good coverage, too, by McCall that time. It was just just a quick hitter.
Good timing route. 1st and 10. Patriots move the chains, and they're going to give it to the inside. Not much doing there.
Kayvon Williams right there on the tackle meets him at the line of scrimmage. Oh, excuse me, that was Alan Miller.
Alan Bam Bam Miller, the senior, and now Heritage has a man down, and it looks like a lineman getting up kind of slow.
That's their center, number 52. One of their captains, I think. No, excuse me, no, he wasn't. Chandler Peoples.
Holly, he looks like he's in a lot of pain. Can you tell what he's holding or what he's acting like down there?
He is in a lot of pain. Dr. Rossi, can you tell by his movement possibly? Dr. Rossi.
Well, you got Rossi giving figuring out things here from the sideline. That's 30 yards. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Looking like a upper leg, hip area he was holding on to when he first went down. He was in pain, though. He was really writhing there on the ground.
They call Rossi the Miracle Man, so that's...
He's going to go find out for us.
All right. Old Dr. Rossi, you got to appreciate he's volunteering his time here for... good 16, 17 years as I've been around here.
He has been a permanent fixture on these sidelines.
Most appreciated.
He has a good time down here. He really supports these young men and has fun, and he's such a pleasure to be with here on the sidelines.
Try to give you some more scores here while we're updating. Thomas County Central scores 14-0 over Northside Columbus. Bainbridge 16 over Harris County 9. See if there's anything. Billerica 7, Lithia Springs 0. Tucker Stevens still, that's all knotted at 0.
I think the biggest one, Chuck's that Appalachia score. That one really stands out to me.
Yeah, that 14-0 at the halftime now. 14-0 Appalachia over Loganville.
And I'll tell you what, depending on how things would have shook out with a couple of teams with Heritage, Salem's, Loganville could have had a chance to come in the back door in that 4th spot by season's end, but now that's in jeopardy here with the Appalachia game.
Yeah,
going the way it's going.
Well, and you're seeing Flowery Branch 37-0 over Winder, and you're seeing Gainesville 38-0 over Salem, who we beat last week 33-15, and now the Gladiators are up over Heritage 23-3. Heritage has been sitting in that 4 spot. The Gladiators putting some points on the board. We need to really finish this game off.
Holly, they're still attending to the young man down there. Is he still on the ground?
He is still on the ground. Our trainer, Ryan, is really digging in his bag and trying to figure out what he needs there, and really getting a lot of attention.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is usually one of them situations when this much time has elapsed and the guy's on the ground, you might see the ambulance here pretty soon. They always want to take every precaution that they can when these players go down, especially these big linemen, especially when it's a knee or a leg. Now it looks like they might be trying to.
His mother coming out on the field here too, Buster. I think it looks like a mother with his jersey on, and I can tell that look with the mom coming out to check.
Well, he's definitely getting all the medical attention that's in this stadium that's present right now. That's the good thing. So every precaution, I'm sure, that can be taken will.
And we are very fortunate to have a full-time trainer, and the doctors here, these young men, they take very good care of them and are very cautious in everything that happens here on the field.
Well, at this point in time, the only thing that's just kind of scary to me is that we still have not seen the young man make it to his feet or get toted off the field, and that's usually a bad sign if it's something to do with the leg. And Holly, as we said, we could see it from up here after the play was over. He was in some pain. He was really banging that ground and shaking pretty bad until some guys got out there to help. 10:42 to go, 23-3.
The young men are here taking the knee.
And now I've got a spotter up here in the press box, Holly, that can see with the cameras that it looks like they're wrapping his leg up very tight before they try to move him off the field. So it's definitely something to do with the middle part of the leg, which is probably his knee or something inside his knee.
Wrapping it tight too. It might
be broken.
Might be a broken. Yeah.
Like
But let's not speculate. That's awful. So
now he's up.
Got him up.
Got him. He's in pain. I can see his face.
Yeah, it looks like an ankle.
He is in pain.
Yeah,
hopefully it's just a real bad sprained ankle. Oh no, he's no weight on that leg whatsoever.
Yeah, and I don't know if you can see, but the left one that he's limping on is wrapped up pretty heavily also.
Yeah, it's taped up pretty good. You are right there, Holly.
Again, that was number 52, Chandler Peoples, a senior offensive lineman for Heritage. And if we get any updates, we'll pass them along to you as soon as we get them on that young man's condition. Wish him the best. Hope it's not nothing serious or
Gainesville now up
career
31-0 over Salem. Yeah, hopefully it's just a bad sprained ankle.
So the Patriots trot back out to offense.
So let's watch this now. New center in the ball game. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, especially starting off in shotgun. You want to usually want to see a new center start off in a different quarterback under center. But he makes a nice snap. They throw a quick hitter over here to number 1, Obi Fortune, who dropped it. He heard footsteps, and he just kind of let go of the ball.
Well, that's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and sometimes that happens, too, with a long delay. You kind of forget the schedule you're on. You kind of forget the time and down, and it looks like Heritage might have been a victim of that there.
Excuse me, maybe that is 3rd down. Maybe that's bringing up 3rd down.
3rd and long, 3rd and 8.
Might have been us that slipped.
Maybe.
You think?
I've been slipping for quite a while now. 3rd and 8.
Yeah, there you go, Drico.
Drico's coming up for a little bump coverage here. Shotgun, Sutton for Heritage. And he's going to look, pump fake, and now he's going to throw. He's got a man streaking down the left side, overthrows him, incomplete around the 40.
Now we got 4th down, Buster.
I'll tell you what, he had him open.
He did. Drico came up and bumped, but tried to bump, but he didn't get a good bump, and he blew right by him.
Fortune ran right by him. So it's going to be 4th and 8. Heritage forced the punt here, and Clarke Central will get the ball for the first time here in the second half. We're coming up on the 10:29 mark.
Drico Brown are going back for the Gladiators. You know, at this point in time in this type of game, you just got to watch. You know, they could do anything. You got to always watch for the fake in this situation.
Yeah, 8 yards is not a very long situation on a fake punt.
He squibs another one.
Yeah, not a very
good
punt
at all. Got to get away, guys. Got to get away. Okay.
And Harris is going down around the 42. So great field position for Clarke Central to start the second half, leading 23-3. And Holly, did you get any info on the young man over there for Heritage who got banged up, Mr. Peoples?
I do not have any information just yet, but as soon as I do, I will let you know. The trainer is usually hesitant to give me information about a student and their status, and so I'll kind of wait and see.
Good enough. Cameron under center. Broken eye formation here. They pitch it to the left side. That's Jaquan. Wants to cut it back up inside, but he's met behind the line by 3-4 white jerseys in no game.
There's a play where Jaquan really just needs to take it to the sidelines and get what he can right there instead of cutting it up. Get the yards. Get the yards.
And now here's a first, Chuck. They've got DeAnthony Moraine in for Baylor Ward, so the first time we've seen Jaquan and DeAnthony in the backfield at the same time.
I like it.
Who do you go to? And they put them in a split tee here.
That's what Heritage is wondering.
Now they shift them around. Cameron wants one on his hip and one behind him. And now we put Jaquan in motion. We give DeVarine a little counterplay, and DeVarine breaks it off for about 6-7 yards off right tackle.
Yeah, brought down by number 78 for Heritage, and that is Derek Nance.
So, again, the smoke and mirrors with Jaquan in motion, giving off the counterplay. DeVarine very successful there, making it a 3rd and very short play here for Clarke Central.
Good block that time by the offensive line to open up the hole.
And we give to Jaquan straight up the middle, and he rides his horse to the 42-yard line of Heritage, 1st and 10, and he picked up a good 10 yards there.
Yeah, 29 on the tackle. That's Daniel Foster. And Buster, where we were talking last play, you know, just run it to the sideline and get you yards. Right there, he busted up the middle, and when he gets hit, he still picks up 3 or 4 yards. I mean,
he is a young man that does not go down on first contact. That's for sure. We pitch it to Jaquan, and we got a man chasing him behind the line. This time he can't make it around the end, and they run him out of bounds around the 48.
Big loss right there, Buster. Heritage had that one really
sniffed out.
Yeah. And you notice.
No, they gave him forward progress. No, they did not either. Okay, I see the ball. 49-yard line. So a loss of 6.
Oh, more than that.
2nd and maybe 17 or 18 yards.
Almost 7 yards right there.
So Clarke with a 2nd and long. 17 they call it on the scoreboard from the 49 of Heritage. We go I formation with Jaquan and Baylor Ward. We've got 2 receivers over here to the near side. Cameron, play action. He's looking for a receiver, can't find nobody. He's got pressure, and Cameron's going to get sacked for a loss. And I mean a big loss around the 35.
Yeah, there again, it's just he had the time. You got to get rid of the ball, and maybe nobody was open. And obviously not. At least he didn't think so. Tried to do something with his legs, but Heritage getting a big push with that defensive line.
It's going to make it 3rd and about 33 for the Glads as we're in Heritage territory momentarily.
But if you see, they're not putting that many people in the box. I mean, they're trying to stretch everything out. Where if we hit it up in the middle,
boy, I don't know about that call there. Cameron trying to make something happen. He's running for his life. He's going to get driven out of bounds around the 40. So that's going to be 4th down for Clarke Central on probably the worst set of downs I've seen this year by the Clarke Central offense.
Not our best offensive series right there.
Jock Germain in for the punting duties. We lead by 20, 23-3 in a game that has considerably slowed down and lost some of its spunk. As both offenses are just kind of anemic right now, not doing much.
Back deep, number 1, Fortune.
Good snap. Heritage rushes.
They were coming, too.
And it's going to be a fair catch around the 31-yard line. Heritage will be 1st and 10 right there. Holly, what do you got?
Got it right here. Dr. Rossi? Okay, high ankle sprain on the young man for Heritage. Dr. Rossi shared with me just then. He's out for now, but fortunately just a high ankle sprain, which means he's going to be okay.
That's good for that young man, but I'm going to tell you, Clarke Central has had their share of those high sprains lately, and those are some hard injuries to get over in a hurry. They take a while.
Was out 3 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's a toughie, but that's better than a knee or broken bone. There's no doubt about that.
Most players that get those things will tell you that those sprains hurt worse than a broken bone. Ryan hands off to his tailback. That's number 5 again, Blade Reed, sophomore running back, picks up about 6, maybe 7. We're going to call it 2nd and 4, a short 4. 7:16 to go in the 3rd quarter, 23-3.
And that was the play that was confusing us a little bit there in the 2nd quarter. So
Heritage trying to claw their way back into this thing. 2nd possession of the 2nd half. Sutton on the quarterback keeper. We meet him behind the line.
No deal there, boy. The defensive line was all over it. Who was in that? Cedric Armstrong, 33 in there. Chica Newcomb.
94, Cavante Bug on the ground doing some damage. Nice pursuit by the Gladiators.
Yeah, good job that time on that play.
So it's going to be 3rd and 4. No gain on the play. Boy, does Clarke Central need to get a 3 and out and get that offense back out there. You don't want to start seeing this thing slip away. You got a good lead. You want to keep the gas pedal mashed down. We need to get our offense back out there and generate some points. Defense has 2 turnovers tonight. Sutton throws over here to the right side. And he had a man dance his way almost to a first down.
They're giving him the first down, yeah.
Boy, I'm telling you, that was a good spot. All the way out to the 43. 1st and 10 Heritage. Clock's at 5:56 in the third quarter. Change move. Sutton shotgun. Clarke Central with 3 down linemen. And they do that little left end running play to Reed again, and he gets stuffed by Kayvon Williams after a pickup of about 5.
Picks up, we have 4 or 5 on the play.
So it'll be 2nd and 5 Heritage as they try to get in Clarke Central territory. Ball's resting just inside the Heritage 47.
They're putting pressure on our corners, and they've scouted us real well and have not been able to let us, where we have not been able to get on the corners on them. They've done a good job of scouting, but we have really run the ball well when we've gone right at them between the tackles.
We got an official timeout. Looks like we got a Clarke Central player. It might be Jamel Israel with some cramps down there.
It looked like Nathan Fulton, yeah.
Oh, Nathan, I'm sorry.
But I do believe it is a cramp.
Holly, who you got cramping up down there?
Well, I'm on the sidelines having a discussion with a gentleman. Let me see his name, sir.
Well, I'm Kurt with the Rockdale Citizen.
I've got another reporter here. He's writing for the Rockdale
Citizen. Yeah, Rockdale Citizen.
Yes.
Good newspaper.
So he's taking some notes, and we're just kind of comparing some notes about being on the sidelines for football and what a exciting adventure that can be.
Yeah, he's a very busy guy, Holly. They have to cover Heritage, Rockdale, Salem, Alcovey, Eastside. Ask him what's his favorite team down in those parts.
They're asking him to ask you what's your favorite team, Heritage,
to cover,
Rockdale, or Salem to cover.
Favorite to cover. Out of these two? Whichever team runs the ball and completes passes so the clock moves.
Okay, good answer. Good answer. How long have you been writing for the paper?
I've been 8 years.
Good. Well, welcome to Athens. Hope you enjoy it.
So with 5:13 Heritage, 2nd and 5, they run a toss sweep to the right side, and that's going to pick up good yardage in a first down. That was number 28, C.J. Stone.
Yeah, McCall, number 21 on the tackle, and number 7, Draco Browner up from that safety position. Draco's playing good football.
Buster, I've got a first tonight. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed on the sidelines this evening, but our normal Johnny, who normally pulls Coach Self off the field, is not here tonight. And I don't know if you've noticed, but his wife, Caroline Self, is the point person to pull her husband off the field.
Okay, they throw a little hitch pass over here to the left side. Sutton does to Fortune. That picks up 5-6 more yards.
Sorrell's on the coverage and slows him up, and Eckhart Williams on the tackle. I got a feeling we're getting ready to pick one of those off because they've been throwing that same pass play every time. I think we've been sitting back and reading that one a little bit there, Buster.
2nd and 4 for Heritage as they are getting very close to a score. Oh, we had a man hit him right when he released the ball. Who was that? Paul Eckhart.
Yeah.
Boy, I'm telling you, he was in there. And Holly, you called it. You said he might get a quarterback sack before the game was over. That was very close there.
He's been coming around that end all night and just been missing him just barely. So that he's been filling his footsteps for sure.
.4:12 to go in the third quarter as Ellison hustles off the field, and we line up with, looks like 4 down linemen as Heritage comes to the line on a big 3rd down and 4.
Well, if he would have been there a split second earlier, it would have been Katie barred the door.
They run under center.
Reverse.
They do a reverse end around play, and that's going to pick up a first down and more And the guy on the play, C.J. Stone, totes the rock down to the 27, 28-yard line, 1st and 10 Heritage.
Chica Newcomb, number 35 on the tackle.
So, Chuck, you're feeling right now that Heritage is kind of still in the atmosphere, still in the vibe. I mean, what are they doing?
They're taking the wind out of our sail right now. I mean, they've got the momentum right now on their side.
And look, they score a touchdown. It's only 23-10.
That's correct.
With a quarter to go. Oh, and a man bobbles it incomplete. That's number 3, Anthony Stanley, the intended receiver. A very catchable ball, incomplete.
You know, they've lost their center and really have not even missed a beat. Their backup center has come in and done a wonderful job here.
3:46, the clock is stopped after the incompletion pass. 23-3, Clarke Central in region showdown number 1 between the 3rd-ranked Gladiators and the 4th-ranked Heritage Patriots in the Region 8 Quad A standings. And, of course, as you know, the top 4 teams go to the state playoffs in every region. Sutton, shotgun, pump fakes, and he throws toward the end zone over everybody's head, incomplete.
He just doesn't have any time to throw. He's just letting it rip. Good pass rush that time. Eckhart in there again.
Yeah, and it's got to be the pressure because none of those throws deep tonight, Chuck, have been close.
No, he's overthrown his guy 5-10 yards every time.
Not much time off the clock, 3:41.
He's able to hit those quick hitters to the outside. And of course, we've been playing off, you know, a good 8 to 10 yards and allowing that to happen. So we tighten that up. And their receivers are good, tall kids, too.
We got a big 3rd and 10 here, and we bring pressure, and we got Eckhart coming. And Sutton throws, and we had a man tip it away, incomplete.
He's wanting interference.
And that was good coverage by, who is that, Nathan Fulton or Desmond Sorrells?
Sorrells.
Number 23, the sophomore, Desmond Sorrells. Yeah, Heritage wanted a flag, but you could see Sorrells waited at the last possible second, caught the ball in the apex, and batted it away.
And it was way over his head.
So it's going to be 4th and 10. The Patriots may go for it, Chuck. 4 down territory, trailing by 20.
Yeah, I don't think there's no may about it.
They need to get to the 19 to get a first down. They are sitting on the 29.
Watch number 1, watch number 3.
And now Heritage calls a
timeout.
And it looks like the coach is upset that maybe they didn't line up correctly to run the right play. So that'll be the first timeout burned by the Patriots this half. 23-3 our score.
All right. Still no score update on the Tucker-Stevenson ball game. That's got to be just one heck of a ball game over there. Thomas County Central really taking it to Northside Columbus 35-0. Bainbridge and Harris County now tied at 16 apiece. Creekside over Northgate 28-7. M.L. King 31-13 over Dunwoody. Here we go. Tucker 7, Stevenson 0. McIntosh 14, Whitewater 0. Warner Robins way over Greenbrier 34-0. And East Paulding 14-6 over Hiram.
Looks like Richmond Hill and Effingham County tied up at 14.
Yeah, and Appalachia still 14-0 over Loganville. Flowery Branch 44, Winder Barrow 0. And Gainesville still 38-0 over Salem.
So there's your Bulldog sign scoreboard. Scores from around the state. Sutton shotgun, 4th down. He goes for the end zone. We got a man on him, and we batted away.
Boy, that could have been offensive interference, but they weren't going to call it. But good defense right there, Rashawn McCoy. McCall,
and he's been doing it all year,
He sure has.
So the Gladiators get a huge stop on 4th down, and they get the ball back with 3:30 to go in the 3rd quarter, leading by 20.
We need to get offense going here just a little bit.
So it'd be nice to put together a nice 71-yard drive as we start from the 29. 1st and 10 Gladiators with 3:30 to go in the 3rd quarter. And we give it to Vereen, who wants to bounce outside, but nothing doing. Heritage wraps him up after a pickup of half a yard.
We got to stay between the tackles and just bust it up the middle. They're spreading. If you notice, they're spreading their defense out. They're playing those linebackers way outside the box, right at the edge of the box, and there's only 5 men in the middle.
Well, and I'm going to tell you, out of all the teams we've seen so far this year, Heritage one of the quicker defenses, Chuck, that I've seen left to right, east to sideline to sideline anyway.
And big.
And very big, absolutely. Pro set, Cameron, play action. Throws to a receiver on the sideline. Heritage had a man on his back, but no call. Incomplete. Good coverage by the Patriots.
Well, we need to pick up a first down, Buster.
So it's 3rd and 9, and again, you've got a very tired defense that needs a little bit of a break here, and get their win and get some rest. If we don't move the sticks here, you got to think Heritage will get the ball in fairly good field position, Chuck, after a punt.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it's going to be around the 40-yard line. And they've been getting some pressure on us, too, so.
So we spread it out. We got Vereen in the backfield. Cameron goes shotgun. 3 down linemen. Not much of a rush by Heritage. We throw a little safety screen to Vereen. And he's going to get out to the 36-37, but well short of a first down.
About 2 or 3 yards short.
It's going to make it 4th and about 2, maybe 3 yards for a first. And it looks like the punting unit's coming out, Jacques Germain and company, as Clarke goes 3 and out. So a very quick series. The clock is moving. We're down to 2:15 to go in the 3rd quarter. So after the strong start, Chuck, we've just seemed to kind of gone from a road runner pace to a snail's pace here in the 3rd quarter.
Just can't get our rhythm going. They're coming.
Jermaine had to hurry, and he might have shanked it. It stayed in bounds momentarily and gets down to around the 35. Let's see where the referee spots it. Right on the 35. 1st and 10 Heritage.
Yeah, we just can't get our offense in gear here in the second half. And hey, Heritage just made some adjustments. So,
and Holly, what are you seeing on the sidelines? I mean, we're seeing up here, it's just kind of lifeless right now.
Well, it's, almost at the end of the 3rd quarter here, and that's kind of that last little lull before you kind of mentally get prepared for the 4th quarter. So hopefully we can have something big defensively happen for us.
1st and 10 Heritage. Sutton and company going to try to start another drive here on the 35. 1:55 to go. And they run a little draw play, not much doing, maybe a couple yards at best.
Alan Miller and Kayvon Williams on the tackle.
Again, that's the workhorse Reed on the carry for the Patriots. He's been a bruiser type runner for them tonight.
Oh yeah, he's been the man.
2nd and 8, Patriots. Ball's just shy of the 38. And they pitch a toss sweep to the right side, and they go to Reed again, and he gets around the end, but we hit him and knock him out of bounds around the 42, maybe the 43-yard line. I want to say that's the freshman, Zay Brown.
Zay Brown, yeah, laying the wood there. Now we got another injury down for Heritage.
And this guy's holding a leg, and he took his helmet off immediately. He must be in some pain. So hate to see so many guys getting hurt, especially after what we saw last week up at Neyland Stadium with so many Georgia players just going down. You hate seeing that part of the game, but I guess it's that time of year. You're halfway through, you're banged up, you're bruised, you've got nagging injuries that just keep coming up week after week, and I guess it's just part of the game you start seeing.
That's their wide receiver, number 3, Anthony Stanley.
He's been very active, a very big weapon for the Patriots tonight. Yeah, we got an update with Rockdale Career Academy here, Chuck. Gainesville has now stretched that lead on Salem to 51-0 in the 3rd quarter. 51-0.
I tell you what,
they are one kind of an offensive machine, are they not?
I got an update. 13 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Tucker 7, Stevenson 7.
I'm telling you, that is 2 Goliaths going at it right there. That is a pay-per-view event right there. Sutton getting pressured from behind. He's going to take off and run. And, man, I'm telling you what, Ryan Sutton, he got all that on his own.
He had a big block against Kayvon Williams out of somebody coming back and just.
Kayvon shaking the cobwebs over there on the 35.
He got laid out.
That's going to be 1st and 10 Heritage. They're in Clarke Central territory on the 45. 1:07 to go, third quarter.
Defense has got to tighten up right here. 105.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kayvon still got his hands on his knees. They might want to check him or get a substitute in for him. They run it straight up the middle. Look at Bam Bam Miller grabbing that white jersey and throwing him back and saying, no, sir, not tonight.
Yeah, big job. That was a big play right there by Miller. Eckhart in there helping out too. Quan Russell.
I think the word that what Bam Bam Miller just did there, Chuck, in hockey they say he stoned him. There you go. He stoned him.
And in the huddle, gentlemen, number 5 is got some wobbly legs on him too after that.
Well, he's been their workhorse, and he is all of his yards have been black and blue. He's been bruising the Clarke Central defense, but I'm sure he's getting bruised up himself right about now. Sutton, quick hitter, incomplete. Again, a very catchable ball for Obie Fortune, but he dropped it incomplete.
Yeah, see, we're playing off about a good 8-10 yards, and they're Sutton's seeing that, and that's the play they're going for, that quick hitter.
Now we run T.J. Olsen off, and we bring in Cavante Bug. On a third down situation, we got a little more beef on the line here.
10 seconds left in the third quarter.
3rd and 10 Heritage. They're on the Clarke Central 45.5-yard line. Trying to move the chains. Oh, and they made us jump, and we get a flag, and they're going to pick up 5 easy ones.
Yep. Cedric Bird just kind of jumped a little bit, come across the line of scrimmage. So that makes it a 3rd and 6 instead of a third, I guess it was.
3rd and a long 5. We'll call it 5.5. Ball is now just shy of the Clarke Central 40 with 10 seconds to go. Third quarter action. Clarke Central leading Heritage 23-3. All the fireworks happened in the first quarter. It has slowed down considerably since then. Sutton looking right, and a man slips, and it's going to be incomplete and bring up a 4th down. And Chuck, are you in 4-down territory?
He's going for it. There's no doubt in my mind this coach is going for it. And the thing is, I mean, we're talking about 6 seconds left here in the third quarter. We're talking about the momentum swing, and Clarke Central's done everything but hand it to them on a platter. They just won't do anything with it.
Yeah.
If we can stop them here, it's just going to be huge. If we just get the offense unplugged a little bit.
Yeah, offense been stopped.
But see, we're playing off 10 yards right here on them again.
Boy, we got pressure. Sutton's running, throws on the run over his head.
That's our ball, 1st down.
Fortune had no chance around 31.
So at the end of 3 quarters of play, the Heritage Patriots 3, Clarke Central High School Gladiators 23, and a big stand there by the defense. Gladiators going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line when we come back here in just a minute, right here on GI TV. All right, we're back here at Clarke Central High School, Billy Henderson Stadium, home of the Gladiators, with GI TV, your home for Gladiator football. And Buster, a big stand there by the defense to hold them on 4th down, like we were talking about just a minute ago, that we've given them every chance in the world to swing the momentum, and hopefully that little fog is lifted as as Holly was talking about earlier, the lull right there at the end of the third quarter and going into the fourth quarter. So hopefully we can get the excitement going.
Well, something needs to happen because I'm telling you, I'm calling this game, and it's all I can do to keep my eyelids open. It has been a yawner.
Well, Jaquan Daniels back in the backfield, so let's see what we get going. Let's run it right up the middle on them.
We stack twins to both sides. We go shotgun with Jaquan in the backfield. 1st and 10 Gladiators on the Clarke Central 40, and we do a trap draw.
Oh, that's a face mask.
Jaquan, I'll tell you, they really tackled him up high, but no flag.
Well, his body went forward and his head stayed right there.
So they may have gotten away with one there. Heritage on defense. It's going to be 2nd and 11. Very high tackle, and Jaquan kind of stopped in his tracks very quickly and very oddly.
Yeah.
3 receivers to the near side. We do an option pitch to Jaquan. He's trying to get it going, and he just can't go nowhere. Number 34 on the tackle for Heritage. That's Darius Lewis, a sophomore defensive back.
We got to quit trying to get the edges. We got to throw the ball down the middle, or we got to run the ball up the middle. And right now, 3rd down, we really need to get a 1st down. We're just counting on this defense too much here.
11 minutes to go in the game. Clarke Central enjoys a 20-point lead.
I mean, they got their linebackers within 5 yards of the ball. If you get beyond that, there's nobody to stop him.
Cameron sets up and throws a home run ball. He's got Javante Smith in and out of his hands. Incomplete. Man, it looked like he had a sure catch on the 25, and it went right through his yellow gloves.
Abdullah Adeliki was on the coverage there. Thought he took a little bit of a cheap shot there at the end of the play, but no flag.
The scary thing here, the last 2 possessions, Clarke Central 3 and out.
Yeah, no doubt. And we've been trying to work on their corners a little bit on the edges, trying to get around the edge, and we're not able to. Heritage has done a good job of scouting our offense.
But that's 2 passes tonight that Cameron had receivers who had gotten behind their men by a good 4 or 5 yards, and he missed them, just overthrew them. That one wasn't overthrown, though. I think that was a catchable ball by Javante that he just let go through his hands. Holly, what do you got?
That was a very nice punt there by Jacques Germain. He got a good leg in it, and I hope it's given us put them back in on their heels a little bit here, and the defense can come up with a big play. But the defense is saving us right now.
Well, the defense is saving us. I just wonder how tired they are right now. They've been out there an awful long time.
Working them awful hard.
1st and 10 Heritage, Sutton in the shotgun, and he's in a spread offense here. He throws to the far side, complete. That's Fortune. And he picks up 9 quick yards. Out to the 37, 38-yard line.
Sean McCall on the tackle, number 21.
10-19 to go in the game. Clarke Central enjoying a 23-3 lead here at the 2013 homecoming game. We got Gainesville here at Billy Henderson Stadium next week. We tackle Sutton behind the line. Good pursuit by the Clarke Central defense to make it 3rd and a couple.
Cavante Bug and Cedric Armstrong. Chica Newcomb in there.
Buster, I'm not sure if your camera can see, but the Gladiators are in class right now with Coach Cavan. The offense is really giving him their attention, trying to get something going on the offense. All of them huddled up here.
Yeah, the last 2 possessions by Clarke Central, very quick 3 and outs. And Heritage now with a 3rd and 1. They do a little trap draw, and it's successful for a 1st down. Reed has been a hard guy to tackle. We're coming up on the 9-minute mark in the game.
Miller and Bug on the tackle.
And I tell you, as you look at this game in rewind here, Chuck, thank goodness for that first quarter flurry of points.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
It really looked like Clarke Central was on their way to a rout, and the Heritage defense has just stepped up and not allowed a point since early in the 2nd quarter.
There goes Sutton.
Boy, I tell you, he's hard to bring down. Nice run again by Sutton. He probably picked up 7 or 8 yards before he was driven out of bounds.
Well, the good thing is, I mean, the defense is letting them move the ball, but we're tightening up. I mean, they're moving it between 30 and 30, but they're not getting inside. But you can't keep counting on that all night long.
Nice little. Oh, the ball's on the ground now. White jersey guy. I seen a beanbag come out, but I believe Heritage got back on top of it.
Chica, it looks like Cedric Armstrong comes out with the ball. It's Gladiator football.
Well, good job by Chica Nookham. And Chuck, that's the 3rd turnover tonight. And I told you in the pregame, Clarke Central has been averaging 5 turnovers a game at home.
Well, let's get the offense going, get something done.
And don't forget about the 5 turnovers we had at Loganville.
Yeah. Opportunistic defense there.
Cameron comes up under center, 1st and 10. And we give to Bahrain off right guard. He picks up 2, 3, 4 tough yards.
Well, that's what we got to do. We got to keep pushing it. You know, hey, 3 yards in a cloud of dust right now, you're killing the clock, but you're gaining yards. And if you notice, when they line up on defense, they're spreading their defense out. They got their defensive ends. They're tightened up a little bit more this time, but look how close they're playing up on us.
Cameron, they're going to do a little option pitch, and we fumbled the ball. And let's see if Cameron got it. He did. He fell on it around the 49, so again, another big loss that puts us in a 3rd and long situation. 7:58 to go and counting.
I love you, Coach, but keep it in between the tackles and punch it north and south.
Yeah, I don't understand when the outside runs have not been working, and we've had so much success up the middle, why the play callings all of a sudden went to the outside.
I mean, they have scouted us, boy. They are that. Well, they obviously saw that Salem game last week where we were ripping them off the edges, you know.
Cameron under center.
But look, there he goes.
He fires it on a line complete to a man around the 36, 37-yard line. But it's going to be about 3, maybe 4 yards short. And Chuck, I think the offense goes for it here just to get some kind of confidence going again. Not another 3 and out here.
Well, the defense has been playing well. I mean, we're keeping them, you know, with 7 minutes to go. Yeah, I think you do take the chance, Buster. Good call.
So we get a play called in from the sidelines. It's going to be 4th and 5. Clarke Central trying to.
Coach Self wants timeout.
And they'll get it. And that'll be Clarke Central's first timeout of the half. Holly, what you got?
I think Coach Self is going to really give some thought to this. And Coach Cavan is, again, doing some teaching on the field and really getting these offensive players revved up. They, as you can see, are hoping for a first down to really give us a little extra possession here.
Well, we need to give that defense some rest. And the good thing is there's just barely 6 minutes and 43 seconds left to go in this game. So it'd be pretty crazy if Heritage made some kind of a comeback the way our defense has been playing. But
Buster, don't you jinx us.
I'm not going to jinx us. I wouldn't do that now. But just really want to see the offense do something, especially knowing what's on the horizon next Friday night here between the Pines at Billy Anderson Stadium as Deshaun Watson and that Gainesville Red Elephant Express comes to town defending 5A state champs.
And don't think they're not going to throw the ball all over the place.
Cameron, he's going to do a quarterback draw, and he
might have
a couple of blocks. He may be close.
But there again, it's right up the gut. That's where we got to push him.
And again, you're right, Chuck. That play call has been successful all night. And I think we got away from it too early. Cameron's pointing first down, but they're going to
measure. Timeout to measure, yeah.
Maybe the play of the game.
It looks short from my angle. We're going to be lucky if they give that one to us.
Now Holly.
Don't you jinx us, Holly.
I'll try not to, but it's going to be close on this one.
Well, either way, it'll be 1st and 10 somebody.
Yeah.
And it's going to be 1st and 10 Heritage.
Yeah.
So
it's about 3 inches.
they're jumping up and down and celebrating. And
yeah, we can see it on the replay. It's about a good foot short. So.
Well, I guess the positive, that wasn't a 3 and out. That was a 4 and out.
There you go.
We're building. 6:34 to go in the game. Clarke Central leads 23-3.
The Glads have not been able to put any points on the board here in the second half.
Incomplete. He had a man down the middle streak, and that was C.J. Stone.
Well, we were lucky, too. I don't think anything was intentional, but we did scrub him just a little bit where the ball was in the air. You just never know if that's going to be a flag.
They'll make it 2nd and 10 with 6:29. Heritage is now pretty much in a throw situation every play here, and that'll stop the clock on.
Going to be the longest 6:29. That's why we just got to get the ball back and just grind it out here a little bit and kill some clock.
Sutton, shotgun. Play action. We had a man on him. He had to throw it again in a hurry.
Same play, Buster. Same play. So good job by the defensive line to get a little disruption in there, speed that thing up. But 6:25 left on the clock.
Well, I tell you, Chuck, as bad as the offense has looked this half, the defense has looked tremendous.
The defense has played very well. They've given up some plays, but when it comes down to about the 30-yard line, they have locked it down.
Well, and Heritage came in here averaging 14. They've held them to 3.
Yeah,
so that's a lot to be said. 3rd and 10. Sutton winds up. He throws. He's got a man going down the far sideline, incomplete.
Yeah, going for that big, tall Fortune, too, number 1. He's a big, tall receiver. And
so with 6:19, Heritage may just start to concede this thing and bring the punt unit out. And if everything goes accordingly, Clarke Central pick up a couple of first downs and get out of here with a big region win.
And now Sutton's back to punt, so watch out.
Okay, anything can happen. And they've got Fortune lined up in the backfield. This may be a fake. It just smells like a fake, Chuck. No, he punts it. A good little punt, too, by Sutton.
Get away, guys.
Ball hung up there forever as they downed around the 42.
All right, let's do something
so
here.
Now you just want to bang out some first downs here and put this thing on ice.
Yeah, let's get some first downs. I'm not worried about scoring right now. Let's just crank out some first downs.
Don't forget, everybody, October 18th, next Friday, 7:30 p.m. between the Pines at Billy Harrison Stadium. Gainesville Red Elephants come a-calling, making a house call for the first time since, I believe, 1973 at Billy Harrison Stadium as they take on the Clarke Central Gladiators. Big region showdown. Gainesville leads that all-time series 4-2 between the Gladiators and the Red Elephants, but they have not played, as of last year, they have not played for over 30-some-odd years after Gainesville joined our region. Cameron, inside handoff to Baylor Ward, and he picks up 3 tough ones up the middle.
I'll take it.
Again, I love the 3 and 4 and just bruise them up the middle. And Chuck, a lot of times that'll set up your pass play down the middle.
And that's gonna break. You know, you pop a Varane or a Daniels through there, one of those is gonna break, and it's gonna be all shit.
5:35 to go in the game. Clarke Central trying to bang out some first downs and put this thing on ice. Austin Johnson, the man in motion. We do a pitch to Varane. He puts it in high gear, and he can't quite get away from a white jersey at the 46, 47-yard line.
We make 1 yard on that play, and you know, it's just not, they are reading it. They got their safety sitting back there, and they are just coming. when we try to go outside.
Yeah, it's not been very successful.
They've been cheating them. They're cheating them over all night. They're playing over to the edge, playing about the hash marks out. Look, there's nobody back there right now.
Cameron, he has to get away from a guy that's going to run him down around the 42, 43, and again another 3 and out. So Clarke Central forced the punt here with 4:40 to go in the game. And basically been a battle of two defenses tonight, Chuck, after the first quarter.
Yeah, the offense was able to do a lot of the things they wanted to do in that first quarter. Of course, we did have the big special teams, but 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Nice high kick by Jermaine. And it's going to take a Heritage roll out to the 36-yard line as Cedric Armstrong downs it. Right there. Holly, what you got?
I've got the Gladiators wanting this clock to go quickly with 4:04 left. You know, you don't want to take anything away from Heritage. They've come back on us the past 2 years in the fourth quarter, so we're not going to do anything but wait till that 4:04 clicks down and then hopefully celebrate a win.
Well, all I can say is an ugly win's better than a pretty loss, and tonight's been another one of those ugly wins. We did everything in the first quarter. We put a flurry of points on Heritage and kind of gave them a knockout blow. They didn't quite get knocked out, but it was enough to sustain a lead for a game here. And you just really want to see the offense step it up a little bit more than what you've seen tonight. And there's a bobble and a pass that was momentarily catchable for an offensive lineman, but he quickly dropped it, and it's going to be ruled incomplete.
Yeah, he said, I don't think I'm supposed to catch this.
Yeah. Clarke Central had a chance for their 4th turnover right there. Clarke Central's had 3 tonight. Two interceptions and a fumble recovery. Drico Browner and
Drico's played a really good game again tonight.
Zay Brown, the 2 interceptions, and then of course Chico Nookham on the fumble recovery. Ryan Sutton pitches. They run a toss sweep over here to the right, and that's C.J. Stone.
Brought down by number 20, Kayvon Williams.
And the clock's just running now as this thing's fixing to come to an end. 3:43 to go and counting. 2nd and 7.
Now that defense does not want to give up a touchdown though right now, so they're still playing their hearts out. I can promise you.
I'll tell you what, the good thing tonight, as long as that defense has been out there on that field, I ain't seen no injuries. I ain't seen nobody going down with a cramp. They've been strong. Sutton with a little bit of time, but now he gets pressured by Ellison, and he has to throw it quickly, complete to a man. That's Fortune out there around the 42. It's going to make it
4th down.
I'm sorry, 4th and 5. Clock continues to run, 3:05, 3:04. And Heritage is going to try to go for it here with 2:57 to go in the game.
And that's a long 5. That might even be 6 yards almost, but that's a long 5. Watch number 1. He's their go-to guy.
Sutton, shotgun, trying to draw him off sides. And now he throws a quick hitter out there to the far side, and a good run after the catch for a first down.
Yeah, we're playing, we're playing 6, 7, 8 yards off, and yeah, they've been taking advantage of that all night.
Clarke Central may be more in a prevent mode right now and just trying to get this thing over with. Main thing now, you just don't want no injuries, nothing crazy. Big game next week. Gainesville comes a-calling. Another region showdown with two of the top 4 teams squaring off against each other. And, man, we read that nicely. Who is that on that tackle? Big-time stick and hit by, if we can get the number. Turn around, young man. That's T.J. Ellison, 51.
Was that 51?
Well, I tell you, he's been all over their backfield tonight. Guy's just one heck of a defensive lineman. Let me tell you, he brings it, and he brings it hard each and every play. 1:57 to go in the game. Sutton shotgun, 3 receivers over here to the near side. And they hit C.J. Stone on a quick here, and he gets about 5-6 yards of it back on the after the sack.
Drico Browner makes a hit, and Kayvon Williams just cleans him up.
Minute and a half to go. We're down to 90 seconds. Maybe a couple more plays. Good game, good outcome. Really had to feel the way this thing was starting. That we was going to have a rout on our hands, but Heritage, give them all the credit in the world. They made adjustments, and they kept our offense from doing anything in the second half. And another nice play. We almost had another interception. Paul Eckert on the tip drill almost caught it going down, but the ball hit the ground before he did, incomplete.
Number 43 also in there for the Gladiators.
43, that would be Kevin Irwin.
Almost got it on the tip there.
So it's going to be 4th and 13 with 1:01, and believe it or not, Clarke Central's offense may get one more opportunity, which they may just go with a victory formation and call it a night. Sutton rolls left, and he's going to have a nice run, and he runs out of bounds around the 42, 43-yard line. And look at here, the very thing we talked about, you don't want to see an injury. And we got a Clarke Central man down around the 45, 46-yard line.
Well, that was 4th down, and didn't he run out of bounds?
He ran out of bounds short of the first down. It's Clarke Central's ball, but the casualty here is who is down for Clarke Central. Holly, any number?
I'm not able to see, Buster. Let me see if I can see what numbers are standing up, and that can help you. Do you see Drico Browner?
I do not.
Then that might be Drico. He is our maniac, aggressive tackler. So if we're not seeing number 7.
I see Drico over here on the sidelines.
Oh, okay. I see him now too.
But whoever it was, I mean, the Heritage kid
may be
was.
Kayvon.
Wow, that'll be a big blow.
He was.
It's. I just told it was Chica.
Okay.
Well, and you know he was struggling a little bit earlier in the game with that.
Shoulder.
And now our camera guys, Holly, they're saying it may be Mathan Fulton, number 25.
No,
I
I
see Mathan right here in the sideline. So.
Yeah.
We'll adjust that camera lens real quick and see if we can get a better picture here. 20, Kayvon Williams, it's been confirmed. It's number 20.
Well, he may be down, but you're not going to put him out, that's for sure.
Well, with the helmet off, Chuck, it just worries me if it's a concussion, because you know the rules now. If it's concussed, you got to sit out a minimum, I think, 5-7 days. And you may have your team's leading tackler not available next week against Gainesville. Big injury with 53 seconds to go here. And let's see how Kayvon walks off the field. He's both hands on the hips, but when they start kind of walking sideways, that's usually a telltale sign.
But that young man,
so far, he's walking pretty straight.
That young man gives his all 100% of the time. I mean,
he's worth the price of admission.
Yeah.
He's going to give you money's worth. Kayvon's not going to leave it anything out on the sideline. He's going to leave it all on the field.
I think he'll be ready for next week, I'm here to tell you.
So Clarke Central's offense will get it with 53 seconds to go, and we totally expect to see a knee here.
Yep, we are in the victory formation. No sense in taking a chance now with any more injuries at this point in time.
And we run a play.
Matter of fact, Cameron Johnson.
Kenan Morrison just ran it for a 10-yard gain up the middle, first down.
Cameron Johnson's not even in there.
Yeah, it looks like Akeem Wise is doing the quarterbacking duty now.
And Morrison, that was Morrison on the carry.
Move the chains with 39 seconds to go in the game, and now you may see a knee.
Attack the middle.
Well, Akeem's acting like he wants to run a play.
Well, do you blame him?
Well, that might be the first down of the second half for the Gladiators.
He's ready to play some ball.
Man in motion. Looks like Baylor Ward. And we give to, is that Zay Brown? Number 8, Leroy Leggett.
And he's picked up 6 or 7.
So a nice little carry by Leggett to end the game. The clock's going to continue to run. We're down to 4, 3, 2, 1. And 2013 homecoming comes to an end. A game that started off with a flurry and then took forever to finish. Clarke Central will take it. An ugly win here, 23-3 between the Pines of Billy Henderson Stadium.
Big win, though, for the Gladiators to at least lock down a 3rd spot if they can, and if they win out, they can win it all.
Yeah, the main thing now, you hold the tiebreaker over Heritage if you wind up 3rd and 4.
That's correct.
So that's how big this win is, and it puts you against a number 2 seed as opposed to a number 1 seed when the season's over, if that's the way things shake out. But a lot of football left, Chuck.
A lot of football to go, and 2 big weeks. I don't know if you can hear us and you're coming to Athens. Boy, we'd love to see you here at Billy Henderson Stadium next week as we take on the defending state champs, Gainesville Red Elephants. And, of course, the week after that, we'll be taking on the Flowery Branch Falcons.
So that's your final score from Billy Henderson Stadium. Clarke Central 23, Heritage 3. Clarke Central improves to 5-1 on the year. They go to 4-0 in region play. Heritage now drops to, I believe is it 4-2?
4-3.
4-3. And more importantly, now they are 3-2 in region play. For executive producer John Ward, our engineer Chris Crumpton, cameraman Sasha Crumpton, sideline reporter Holly Ward, Chuck Wegman, my tag team partner, and the Rockdale Career Academy crew of James Denmore and Company, who simulcast this game with us. I'm Buster Crumpton for GITV. So long,
That's them gladiators. 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 When we hit the field, yeah, we flex our skills. When you see that red and gold, or you know it's them. That's them gladiators. That's them gladiators. That's them gladiators. That's them gladiators. 7 o'clock Friday night, they gon' kick it off. They gon' catch the ball and he taking off. Cam gon' throw it, Dada gon' catch it, Matt gon' kick it, but we just go self. Blood and sweat, we leave it on the field. Finish every play strong, but you know the drill. And on defense, we gon' lock it down. We got Chico, we got Paul. Bam in the quarterback, not a thing loose set, scoop it up, we got the ball. On the goal line, we stand tall. All opposition gon' fall. It's no competition, this competition, cause the gladiators overall. See the red and gold, I bleed that. Austin Johnson, he receives that. Pass and run fast. Stiff on your face mask. Touchdown, we scoring. Crowd yelling, they roaring. Gladiators, 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 gladiators. When we hit the field, yeah, we flex our skills. When you see that red and gold, or you know it's them. That's them gladiators. That's them gladiators. That's them gladiators. That's them gladiators. When we hit the field, yeah, we flex our skills. When you see that red and gold, or you know it's them. That's them gladiators. 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 That's them gladiators.